but it doesn't have to be. At Chrysler of Culpeper, our friendly professionals are available to ensure that all your questions are answered while giving you the opportunity to peruse the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram at your liberty. When a vehicle's caught your eye, simply catch our attention. We're happy to schedule a test drive at your convenience. At Wade Schicks Chrysler of Culpeper, we have devoted ourselves to helping and serving our customers to the best of our ability. We believe the cars we offer are the highest quality and ideal for your life needs. Visit the dealership at 11030 James Monroe Highway on Route 29 North in Culpeper. Can't make it to the dealership? Visit our website at chryslerofculpeper.net.
Founded in 1951, the Supply Room has grown to be the second largest independent office furniture and supplies dealer in the United States and the largest in the Commonwealth of Virginia. A third-generation family-owned and operated business, our mission is to provide competitive prices, superior service, and innovative solutions to our customers' problems. The Supply Room offers extraordinary customer service, fast and free shipping, customized solutions, and a commitment to community involvement. For more information about your local office supply dealer, visit thesupplyroom.com or call 800-849-7239 toll-free.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves students in 34 high schools, 40 middle schools, and 1 university, totaling over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
The PATH Foundation has been here since 2013. Our focus is in 4 priority areas: childhood wellness, senior services, mental health, and workforce development. Our mission is to strengthen the health and vitality of our community. We have touched pretty much every nonprofit in our footprint. We've invested over $17 million in our community. It's a great honor and responsibility to be doing this work. And we look forward to working with our board leadership, nonprofits, businesses, and community at large in the years to come.
This message is brought to you by the PATH Foundation. For more information on the PATH Foundation's missions, visit path4u.org or feel free to call them at 540-680-4100. Thank you, PATH Foundation, for your support of the Culpeper Cavaliers.
Culpeper Wood Preservers, a proud supporter of Cavalier baseball, is the #1 choice for pressure-treated lumber. By using Culpeper wood, you can be confident that you are using the highest quality product backed by one of the largest producers in the industry. Our products, warranties, selection, and reputation make us the clear choice for today's homeowner. Culpeper Wood Preservers also provides project plans and education, care and maintenance tips, decking comparisons, and helpful hints for your current structure or next project. To contact Culpeper Wood Preservers, visit them at 15487 Braggs Corner Road in Culpeper. Call them at 800-817-6215 or visit their website at culpepperwood.com. Culpeper Wood Preservers, the trusted brand in pressure-treated lumber for over 45 years.
Design Options Incorporated is a proud supporter of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. At Design Options, we provide architectural services for custom-drawn residential and commercial plans at a reasonable cost. We provide architectural services for custom house plans, commercial projects, renovation and additions, and garages, barns, and stables. We pride ourselves in helping every client design their project to perfectly fit their needs. Our finished product is a construction plan guaranteed to meet the permit requirements of Virginia. To get in touch with us today, call 540-825-4656 or visit their website at designoptionsinc.com.
Battlefield Automotive is the official Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota dealer of the Culpeper Cavaliers. We provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care and customer service with a smile, and are committed to providing amazing customer experiences. Our service center is here to help ensure you enjoy many great years of driving with the vehicle you purchase from us. Choose your next Chevrolet, Ford, or Toyota vehicle from the experts at Battlefield Automotive. With 4 locations across the region, Battlefield Automotive is just a short drive away on Route 29 South. For more information on finding your next new or used Chevy, Ford, or Toyota, visit battlefieldauto.com.
This is the Saber Metrics pregame show, live on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
After what seems like forever, baseball is back at CCHS, and none other than the Waynesboro Generals have come to town to face the Culpeper Cavaliers for the second time this season. And again, a game that has been prolonged after the game was supposed to be played, to my memory, Thursday of last week, now is being played under the lights here at CCHS. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cameron Whalen signing on for the Saber Metrics pregame show here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. Before we continue, I just want to say a quick apology in advance. I've been battling a recent cough and have been trying to combat that. So if I let it slip, I'm going to try and mute every time I cough. But if I let it slip, I do apologize. I've been battling it for probably 3 or 4 days now, and I've been trying to get rid of it, popping cough drops like crazy, and that's another thing I'm doing it as well. So if you can tell that my voice sounds a little bit different, I've got a cough drop in right now, so that's probably affecting my voice. So if you can detect any changes in my voice, or if I let a cough slip, again, my apologies. Trying not to do that tonight, but got to let it roll, unfortunately, as we will go to the Waynesboro Generals starting lineups and stats coming into this evening's game. Leading off for the Generals this evening, playing in center field from Denton, Maryland, a 6', 176-pound righty junior out of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, number 6, Jason Brown. In the 2 spot, playing at short from River Edge, New Jersey, a 5'10", 185-pound righty junior out of Felician College, number 24, Julian Ujima. In the 3 spot, playing in center field from Boca Raton, Florida, 6'1", 180-pound lefty batter, righty thrower, a senior out of Barry University, number 21, Braden Forchick. Cleaning up this evening for the Generals and playing at first base from Freeport, New York, a 6'2", 230-pound switch-hitting righty thrower, a senior out of Felician College, number 44, Anthony Lamar. In the 5 spot, playing DH this evening for the Generals from Clearwater, Florida, a 6'2", 200-pound righty sophomore out of Barry University, number 31, Sean Shelley. In the 6th spot, playing at second base from Teaneck, New Jersey, a 5'11", 200-pound righty sophomore out of Bloomfield College, number 22, Luis Ramirez. Batting in the 7th spot, playing at third base from Roswell, Georgia, a 6'1", 185-pound righty junior out of the University of North Georgia, number 41, Riley Frost. In the 8th spot, doing the catching this evening from Pembroke Pines, Florida, 6'3", 210-pound righty sophomore out of Barry University, number 19, Matthew Menendez. And in the 9th spot this evening for the Generals, playing in right field from Plant City, Florida, 5'9", 165-pound righty senior out of Mid-American Christian University, number 2, Alex Miller. And on the mound this evening for the Generals from Bayville, New York, a 6', 195-pound righty senior out of Adelphi University, number 38, Stephen Proko. The Waynesboro Generals come into this evening's game sitting at a 7-11 record, 3-7 in their last 10. They do have a win under their belt in their last game, defeating the Harrisonburg Turks 7-6 at home, that being on Saturday night. Again, that game at Kate Collins Field. Their last 3 games have been losses before that. 7-6 loss to Front Royal, 12-1 loss to the Winchester Royals, and a 9-5 loss to the Covington Lumberjacks. Those being from Sunday the 18th to Friday the 23rd. As we all know, last week, not a lot happened in the Valley League as rain came in and decided that it was here to stay, although you can see on your screen that the field is pretty green this evening, and it's been pretty green for the last day or two at least. So the rain definitely did help the field get green, but unfortunately, it came at a cost as the Cavaliers couldn't play that week. The batting leaders coming into this evening's game for the Generals in the 1 spot with a 379 is Alexander McCoy. Actually, he is tied for first with Anthony Lamar. In the 3 spot is Forchick with a 375, and rounding on in 4th with a 362 is Jeremy Wagner. Luis Ramirez ties Shelley in the home run column for 2. There are 2 others listed tied at 1. Those going to Parker Stroh and Julian Ujima. Again, those Generals have 1 home run on the season. As I've stated before, there may be more General players with more than just 1 home run, but unfortunately, Point Streak only lists the top 4 and the top 4 only. Shelley ties with McCoy in the Ribby column with 14 on the season. Luis Ramirez rounding in third with 10, and Julian Ujima rounding in fourth with 2. The pitching leaders coming into this evening's game. There is only one General with 2 wins coming into this evening's game, that being Benito Valle-Janda with 2 wins. 3 Generals have 1 win on the season according to this. According to my math, there are 2 more, but they aren't listed as they aren't a part of the top 4 according to the point streak. Schreiber, Hensley, and Doeman have a win on the season, and again, there are 2 more Generals that have a win on the season, but unfortunately, they don't get listed as they are technically, according to point streak, not a part of the top 4. The strikeout leader with 23 is Nate Scott. With 20 in second is Hensley, 17 in third is Valle-Janda, and 14 in fourth is Kent. There are 3 Waynesboro Generals with a 0 ERA coming into this evening's game. Those going to Jack Sullivan. And I lost my place. I don't know where this next one is. Miller and Wilson. We'll just make it easy. David Wilson is the last one in the 0 ERA as I try to find it. I can't find him. So Miller is also a part of the 0 ERA. Unfortunately, I can't find a first name for him. Rounding on in fourth is Valle-Janda with a 3.94 ERA coming into this evening's game. And as the page loads, Waynesboro Generals coming into this evening's game with a team combined batting average of .268. The most games the players appeared in is 18. It appears the least is 2. Those going to Thompson and Forchick, according to my quick looks. 601 at-bats, 123 runs have scored, 161 hits have been recorded, 18 doubles, 3 triples, 7 home runs, 85 ribbies, 100 players have been walked, and 179 batters have gone to the plate and have gone down on strikes. The starting pitcher for this evening is again Steven Proko. He has appeared in 3 games and started in 3 games. He has 11 innings under his belt on the season coming into tonight's game. 18 hits, 13 runs, 12 of the 13 being earned, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts. Sits 0-1 on the season for an ERA coming into this evening's game of 9.81. As I've tried to find my mouse, we will take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network and return to you in just a moment with the Culpeper Cavaliers starting lineups and pregame stats coming into this evening's game. Back with you in a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Located a mile west of downtown Culpeper, just off Route 29, Mountain Run Winery is set on 36 acres within a larger swath of farmland. With as many as 20 wines produced each year, you would be hard-pressed to find this many quality wines at a winery of our size. We specialize in small batch production of a range of varietals. We have multiple Best in Virginia award-winning wines. For more information, call 703-638-5559 or visit mountainrunwinery.com. Ready to try some of their farm-to-bottle award-winning wines on site? Visit them at 10753 Mountain Run, Lake Road in Culpeper. On-site consumption only offered every Friday through Sunday. Curbside pickup available daily. Call ahead to reserve a time. You must be 21 years or older to indulge. Drink responsibly.
UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center is your local health center specializing in everything from allergies to weight loss. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center cares for you and your medical needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center strives to transform health and inspire hope for all Virginians and beyond. For more information on your local UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center, call 540-829-4100. Visit them at 501 Sunset Lane or visit uvahealth.com to find your nearest location. UVA Health, centering patients around all we do.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food, real good.
With over 30 years experience, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated offers Culpeper and surrounding counties top-notch services in modular construction, remodeling, additions, site work, and driveways. Pick one of our floor plans to customize, or bring us your plan. We are authorized builders for nationwide homes. For more information, contact Settle Excavating and Construction by phone at 540-547-2898 or visit us online at settleconstruction.com.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We are proud that our trade partners have worked with us for many years and understand the quality and pride we expect in each and every home we build. This dedication to quality construction has made us part of the bedrock of this community. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, build with certainty.
Now back to the Saber Metrics pregame show on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
If you just missed it, we went over the Waynesboro Generals starting lineups and pregame stats coming into tonight's game for the first game that's been here at CCHS in over a week. We now take a look at the Culpeper Cavaliers starting lineups and pregame stats coming into this evening's game. Leading off for the Cavaliers, playing in center field from Woodbridge, Virginia, 6 foot, 170-pounder righty-righty sophomore out of Virginia Tech, number 3, Carter Newman. In the 2 spot playing in left field from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, a 6'1", 175-pounder righty-righty junior out of Georgetown, number 2, Keith Savoy Jr. In the 3 spot playing at short from Reading, Pennsylvania, a 6 foot, 190-pounder righty-righty junior out of Misericordia College, number 15, Connor Mariniak. Cleaning up this evening for the Cavaliers at third base from Midlothian, Virginia, a 6'1", 195-pounder righty-righty junior out of Lipscomb, number 35, David Coppage. In the 5 spot playing at DH this evening from Sugar Land, Texas, a 6'2", 215-pound lefty batter righty thrower, a sophomore out of Arizona State University, number 7, Reese Beeler. In the 6th spot this evening for the Cavaliers at first base from Suffolk, Virginia, 6 foot, 185-pound lefty sophomore out of VMI, number 20, Grayson Fitzwater. In the 7th spot this evening in right field from Tampa, Florida, a 6 foot, 180-pound righty junior out of Georgetown, number 10, Jaden Sheffield. In the 8th spot, doing the catching from Lake Station, Indiana, 5'9", 165-pound righty sophomore out of Ohio State University, number 1, Alonzo Paul Jr. And in the 9th spot for the Cavaliers this evening, at second base from Mechanicsville, Virginia, 5'10", 180-pound righty sophomore out of VCU, number 6, Ethan Serrano. And on the mound for the Cavaliers this evening from Warrenton, Virginia, a 6'3", 185-pound righty junior out of Lynchburg College now. He transferred from VMI to Lynchburg since the last game over a week ago. In the meantime, number 55, Tyler Kaltrider. The Cavaliers come into this evening's game on a 6-11 record. 5 games back from that first place spot in the South, 4-6 out of the last 10. Their last game, unfortunately, went sour early on, a 15-3 loss to the Express at First Bank Park, in a game where 13 runs were scored in the second inning, that the Cavaliers had a 1-0 lead going into that inning, and unfortunately couldn't recover from that hearty deficit. They, however, defeated the Cardinals on Tuesday the 20th, a 6-3 win at Bing Crosby Stadium. Lost to Charlottesville on Sunday, which was the last home game here at CCHS before the weather came. 8-6 loss against Charlottesville, if I didn't mention that already, on Sunday the 18th. And lost to the Stanton Braves on Saturday the 17th at home, a 12-7 loss after the Cavaliers had a lead and then lost it off of 2 grand slams and unfortunately couldn't claw back. I just realized I didn't go over the upcoming 3 games for the Generals, but one of them is simple, as the Culpeper Cavaliers will travel to Waynesboro tomorrow night on an originally scheduled game that was supposed to fall on that night. That game going at Kate Collins Field between the Cavaliers and Generals tomorrow night. The Harrisonburg Turks will host the Cavaliers on the 29th, which will be Thursday at VMP for the last time that the Turks will host the Cavaliers this season, in the regular season, rather. The Rebels will come to town on Friday night to verse the Cavaliers for the last time here at CCHS for the regular season, looking to rebound from a 14-0 loss to the Cavaliers at Rebel Park. The Cavaliers looking to pick up another win against the Rebels here for the first time at CCHS, if you will. The batting leaders coming into this evening's game, Jack Tarosian leading the team with a .397, and it's worth noting that his stats won't go up tonight. If you didn't realize, both himself and Kian Vu are not in the starting lineups. That's for a really good reason. Not for the Cavaliers tonight, but for themselves as baseball players. They are actually at Liberty University, in Lynchburg. That's where I was going. At the prospect game for the Valley League. The Valley League picked, I want to say it was a bunch of the All-Stars to go down to the, thanks Kenny, go down to, well, you obviously can't see. Kenny's teasing me with food already, and the game hasn't even started. If I had authority, you'd be fired, Kenny. Nah, I'm just kidding. Kenny does a great job. Where I was going with that, and I could smell the Old Bay, too. That's just amazing. But anyways, Jack Tarosian and Kian Vu are both playing in the prospect game for the Cavaliers, so props to them for getting noticed this season, in this short season so far. As usually the All-Star game, at least for the last 2 years, has been played in July. Well, obviously last year didn't get played, but it was scheduled for July, rather. But going back to that, Jack Tarosian leading with a .397, Kian Vu in second with a .372, Keith Savoy Jr. in third. Leading the team in presence here tonight, if you will, with a .311, Connor Mariniak rounding in fourth with a .289 ERA. There are at least four Cavaliers with 2 home runs on the season. Reese Beeler, Keith Savoy Jr., David Coppage, and Charles Crawford all have 2 home runs on the season coming into this evening's game. Speaking of Coppage, David Coppage leads the RBI column at 10. Jack Tarosian, who again is not here tonight, in a tie with Keith Savoy Jr. for second at 8. And Reese Beeler rounding out in fourth with 7. The pitching leaders coming into this evening's game, there's only one Cavalier still with 2 wins, that going to Sam Slevin. More on him in a minute as well. Zach Smith, Austin Mills, and Tyler Coltrider will round out the top 4, tied in second with 1 win. Speaking of Slevin, going back to him, he has 19 strikeouts on the season. That leads the team. Carter Rasmussen in second with 18. Tyler Coltrider, the starting pitcher, with 16, coming in third for the Cavaliers, and Austin Mills rounding out in fourth with 13. Speaking of Austin Mills, he leads the team in the ERA column with a .277. Connor McCauley in second with a .338. Ryan Hanks in third with a .360, and Ben Ayala rounding out in fourth with a .400 ERA coming into this evening's game. The Cavaliers are batting a team combined batting average of .265. The most games a player has appeared in is 17. The least appears to be 1, with Kyle Shupman still picking up only 1 game on the season. Out of 544 at-bats, 103 runs have scored, 144 hits have been recorded, 26 doubles, only 1 triple on the season, that going to Jaden Sheffield. 10 home runs on the season, 74 ribbies, 82 walks, and 153 batters have come up to the plate and gone down on strikes. The starting pitcher for this evening is Tyler Coltrider for the Cavaliers. He's made 4 starts and 4 appearances. He has 18 2/3 innings under his belt, 25 hits, 19 runs, 13 of them being earned, 8 walks, 16 strikeouts, sits 1-2 on the season. He's given up 3 doubles for an ERA coming into this evening's game sitting at 6.26. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. In just a moment, we'll take a quick look around the Valley League. Back with you in a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Thrivent is a Fortune 500 diversified financial services organization providing advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity programs and solutions so people can make the most of all they've been given. It's our mission that makes us unique. At Thrivent, our goal is to help Christians be wise with money and live generously. This means we have a different mindset about finances. As a financial associate, Gretchen Franti, who is your local Thrivent financial associate, will work with you to provide comprehensive financial guidance that reflects your goals and values. Whether it is helping you with college planning, retirement income planning, or protecting loved ones, together we can develop a financial strategy that helps your money work for you. Call Gretchen's office in Rixieville at 540-937-3525 to learn more or schedule a meeting time.
The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, PLLC, can help serve clients with real estate, civil litigation, land use and zoning, creditor rights, business law, and estates and probate. For more information, visit frayhudson.com or call 540-825-0701. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, serving the legal needs of clients in the Piedmont of Virginia for over 40 years. Thank you to the Law Office of Robert C. Hudson for your support of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
We're Express Copy and Graphics, a local print shop that's been doing business for thousands of customers. We're located in Culpeper, Virginia, and offer a variety of practical printing services like business cards, banners, brochures, and much more. So what makes us stand out from the other printers? Express Copy and Graphics specifically specializes in branding businesses and printing quality for every project. With Express, you get the best.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for Himself, who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We believe that by bringing the good, beautiful, life-changing message of God's love to the Culpeper community, we can effectively reach our culture, our country, and our world. Serving in Culpeper also provides us with a unique opportunity to love and serve the next generation of leaders. Simply put, we are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. For more information on City Light Baptist Church, visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
We take you back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network for a quick look around the Valley League this evening. Most teams probably didn't have a game tonight, as there are only 4 games scheduled on the Valley League schedule this evening, counting Culpeper and Waynesboro, as we will take a look between Woodstock and Winchester. The homestanding River Bandits lead 3-1 over the visiting Winchester Royals at the bottom half of the first. It looks like the first just concluded. Again, a 3-1 score in Woodstock as River Bandits lead over the visiting Royals. From Bing Crosby Stadium, top half of the second, no score between the Cardinals and the Turks as game number 2 between the two teams unwinds at the confines of Bing Crosby Stadium. We will keep you updated on all the games, but especially that one as well, as that one has no score between either team. Also, no score between Charlottesville and Newmarket from Charlottesville High School, top of the second as well. Again, no score between Front Royal and Harrisonburg, and no score between Charlottesville and Newmarket. And, of course, the game you're tuned into, the Culpeper Cavaliers host the Waynesboro Generals, coming up at 7:30 here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll return in a few moments as the game will get started here in just a couple of moments.
Cedar Mountain Stone is a full-service aggregate supplier providing all sizes of VDOT-approved aggregates. Over the years, Cedar Mountain Stone has expanded their product lines to include specialized products such as stream restoration materials, security products, high-quality topsoil, and biofilter materials. The Mitchell's Quarry is located near Culpeper, 6 miles south of the intersection of routes 29 and 3. For more information or to find the right product for your next project, call 540-825-3370 or visit cedarmountainstone.com. Cedar Mountain Stone is a Dalrymple company.
This is a brief reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballparks. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
Integrity Automotive proudly provides expert auto and light truck repair and maintenance services to customers of the Culpeper and Locust Grove areas. With the help of Integrity Automotive, it has never been easier or more convenient to keep your car or truck in top shape. We also take the time to explain every job and always provide you with an estimate in advance. You can be assured that our technicians have been trained to repair your vehicle, old and new alike, the very first time. And we always use the right parts for your vehicle. We are a full-service shop and can handle both your basic requirements and your ultimate performance needs. From batteries to brakes to tune-ups, let us make sure your vehicle is reliable and safe. Visit your local Integrity Automotive of Culpeper at 902 South Main Street. Call Integrity Automotive at 540-727-8034 or visit them online at integrityautovA.com. Integrity Automotive, yesterday's values, today's technology.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. Our team is dedicated to providing residential business customers with the highest quality roofing products and home improvement services at an affordable price. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com.
Bragg's Corner Properties is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Located just off major highways Route 29 bypass, routes 3, 15, and 17, yet close to shopping centers within town limits such as Culpeper Colonnade and the Center at Culpeper, Bragg's Corner offers a great place for an entrepreneur to start a business or for an existing business to expand or relocate. Bragg's Corner is home to some of your favorite national chains and some of the finest small businesses in the area. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success.
All Install, your local Generac backup generator dealer, is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Since 2004, All Install has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price for the consumer. We offer free, in-home estimates, annual maintenance contracts, as well as service for all our customers' generator needs. Our Generac-trained and certified technicians are friendly and knowledgeable and always ready to serve. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. For more information, visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. More than 1.2 million Rotarians belong to more than 32,000 Rotary clubs located in over 200 countries. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. Rotarians develop community service projects that address many of today's most critical issues, such as children at risk, poverty and hunger, the environment, illiteracy, and violence. They also support programs for youth, educational opportunities, and international exchanges for students, teachers, and other professionals, and vocational and career development. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food. Real good.
With more than 50 years of providing Culpeper and the surrounding areas with top quality building supplies, Cherry Street Building Supply is your trusted resource for all projects. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, we give you the attention you simply don't get at the big box stores. Our helpful staff is very knowledgeable with more than 150 years of combined experience in the field. Visit Cherry Street Building Supply at 1418 Orange Road or online at cherrystbuildingsupply.com or call 540-825-0397. See us at Cherry Street Building Supply for all your building supply needs. Cedar Mountain Stone is a full-service aggregate supplier providing all sizes of VDOT-approved aggregates. Over the years, Cedar Mountain Stone has expanded their product lines to include specialized products such as stream restoration materials, security products, high-quality topsoil, and biofilter materials. The Mitchell's Quarry is located near Culpeper, 6 miles south of the intersection of routes 29 and 3. For more information or to find the right product for your next project, call 540-825-3370 or visit cedarmountainstone.com. Cedar Mountain Stone is a Dalrymple company.
This is Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
Popped into left center, looks to drop, and it will not be missed by the center fielder out there. Matthew Gibberti making the dive out in center.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
That was a home run for Connor Butler. The solo home run off the first pitch. Jaden Sheffield will come up and pop that one. It's an RBI single.
Now, it's time for baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Well, the time for baseball was about 3 pitches ago now as the leadoff batter, Jason Brown, sits at a 2-1 count now coming from Tyler Culpeper as he fouled away the first one and then watched 2 go by as the 2-1 comes in from Culpeper. It'll be tipped off the front of the bat. Will be foul ball, so the count will now go, instead of 3-1 let me hit the right button and go 2 balls and 2 strikes going to the center fielder, Jason Brown, who is leading off for the Waynesboro Generals coming into this evening's game. Here comes the 2-2 that is popped up, playable, shallow fielded, or rather called by the second baseman Serrano. He will make that catch. So out number 1 is recorded on a fly out or pop out, whichever one you want to say. I say pop out. So pop out to 4 in the books if you're keeping it at home. For Ethan Serrano picking up that play there as Julian Ujima, the shortstop, will come up for the Waynesboro Generals now. He steps into the right-hand batter's box, and Culpeper ready's on the mound. Here comes the opening pitch of the at-bat that is cracked down the third base line. Fielded by Coppage, rather. He will lose it and make the flip to first. It is not in time. The throw was all from Coppage to the first baseman, Fitzwater. So a man will stand on first as Julian Ujima gets on. And that will call up Braden Forchick, the left fielder this evening for the Waynesboro Generals. He's the last of the original 3 due up for them. Jason Brown, a Denton, Maryland resident. He is the leadoff batter for the Generals tonight. Batter number 2 in the order was Ujima, who now stands on first as strike number 1 comes through on a looking strike. And now the third batter in the lineup, Braden Forchick from Boca Raton, Florida, will face an 0-1 on the next one coming from Culpeper. He readies and sets. Here comes the 0-1. That one will go through for strike number 2. It's an 0-2 count early on for the left fielder, Forchick. He's got a man on first. It's Julian Ujima, who got on via the errant throw from David Coppage at third to Grayson Fitzwater at first as the 0-2 is fouled away. So the count will stay where it is, 0-2 coming to Braden Forchick. Forchick comes into this evening's game 3 for 8. That's a .375. He's got a ribby on the season. No home runs yet under his record. Sits down 0 for 2 as Culpeper readies on the mound. Got Julian Ujima on first. Here comes the 0-2 pitch that is fouled away again on the third base side, That one goes out of play. And if there are any children here, they can run and get a free lollipop. 0-2 stays the count coming to Braden Forchick.
Please return those foul balls for free lollipops.
As Culpeper looks back to first. Will throw the pickoff, and it is not in time. So if my memory serves me wrong, that's the first pickoff. That or I wasn't paying attention. That is the first pickoff of the game for Culpeper. We'll see if he gets edgy and wants to throw back a couple of times. As we've seen several pitchers here just like to throw back and throw back and throw back before they throw a pitch, as the 0-2 is fouled away straight back this time. So the count stays 0-2 coming to the third batter in the Waynesboro lineup, Braden Forchick. Forchick again out of Boca Raton, Florida, 6'1", 180-pound lefty batter, but throws right. He's a senior out of Barry University, one of the, I would say, many Generals coming into this evening's game out of Barry University. As the 0-2 comes in, it's missed downstairs, ball 1. So the first one that Forchick wants to go through goes his way. It's now a ball and 2 strikes on his count for his first plate appearance of this evening's game. Again, the Waynesboro Generals have Julian Ujima on first. Colt Ryder ready's on the mound, got a 1-ball, 2-strike count coming. He deals it, and it's lined and will drop in the gap for a base hit, rather in front of the center fielder Newman. I want to say Vu, but he's not here tonight. As I stated earlier on, he is at Liberty with Jack Tarosian in the Valley Baseball League prospect game.
Now batting, first baseman, number 44, Anthony Lamar.
As Braden Forchick will get a single, and Julian Ujima rounds to second. It'll be Anthony Lamar, the first baseman, to come up with only 1 out on the board in this top half of the first. No score yet from either team, but the Waynesboro Generals possibly get one in scoring position here in the form of Ujima standing on second. As the righty Anthony Lamar stands in the batter's box, Colt Ryder ready. Here comes the pitch. That one misses for ball 1, so the count is now 1 ball and no strikes coming to the batter Lamar. The first baseman for the Waynesboro Generals this evening, he's out of Freeport, New York, a 6'2", 230-pound switch-hitting righty thrower. So we'll see if he can switch around with the different pitchers that could possibly come up tonight. As the 1-0 comes in, that one will miss as well. This time goes ball 2, so the count is 2 balls and no strikes coming to the first baseman, Lamar. Lamar's a senior out of Felician College. There was also a few of the Waynesboro Generals who were also from Felician College, at least I want to say it was, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm wrong. Either way, 2-ball, no-strike count coming to Lamar. As Colt Ryder looks back to second, nobody home to make the play. The 2-0 comes in, and it's through beautifully 4 strikes. So now it's a 2-ball and 1-strike count coming to the first baseman, Anthony Lamar. In his first plate appearance, he's got runners on first and second in the form of Braden Forchick and Julian Ujima, respectively. Again, there's no score yet from either team, but Julian Ujima standing on second, possibly a scorer here as the 2-1 comes in. That'll miss downstairs, ball 3. And to me, obviously I don't have the eyes that the umpire has, or rather not the eyes, the angle is a better word. I don't have the angle that the umpire has, but that looked like it could have gone either way up here with a little bit of a right angle on the plate as Colt Ryder readies the 3-1 coming to the batter. Here comes the pitch. Grounded past Colt Ryder, and it goes through into center for a base hit as the runner, not Forchick, Ujima rather, my apologies, will make it home off of that missed play. So Forchick will stand on third, and Anthony Lamar gets a one-run RBI double, if you will.
31, Sean Shelley.
So Sean Shelley will have an act to follow as the Waynesboro Generals now lead 1-0 over the Culpeper Cavaliers in a play that should have been red, but unfortunately wasn't. As Shelley readies on the mound, he's the DH for the Generals tonight. He's a righty. Got a man 90 feet behind him and 180 feet, if you want to count the base path, but 90 feet straight in front of him at second base. Colt Ryder deals the pitch. It is waved on and missed. Called strike 1, so it's a 0-1 count to start things off here for the DH, Sean Shelley, for the Waynesboro Generals. He's a resident of Clearwater, Florida. 6'2", 200-pound righty sophomore out of Barry University. Colt Ryder ready's on the mound. Here comes the 0-1. That is fouled back for strike 2. Now an 0-2 count coming to the DH, Shelley. Shelley comes into this game sitting 14 for 41. I believe he was an all-star for the Generals as well. A 341 average coming into the game, 2 home runs and 14 ribbies, as well as he faces an 0-2 early on in the game. Colt Ryder readies up on the mound. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one is through for a looking strike, and it looked like Shelley wanted that to go a different way, as I kind of understand where he's coming from, as that was a backwards K, if you want to count it in the books.
Luis Ramirez.
As the second baseman, Luis Ramirez, comes up to the plate for the Generals. Like I said in my pregame show, I'm trying to cut out as many times as I either clear my throat or cough or just stop. I've been battling about a 4-day cough now, so again, my apologies if I let that slip, but this will be the last time I mention it because I don't want it to get too repetitive, as Luis Ramirez swings through the first one for strike 1, cuts nothing but air in return. He's got Anthony Lamar on second and Braden Forchick on third. Colt Ryder Reddy's on the mound. Got a 0-1 coming to start things off. Here comes the pitch. That is cracked in the direction of left. Chasing back Savoy. He will make the catch for out number 3. So as we go into the bottom half of the first, the Waynesboro Generals lead over the Culpeper Cavaliers 1-0, as that's a PO7 if you're counting it at home. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll return to you in just a couple of moments right after this.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for himself, who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We believe that by bringing the good, beautiful, life-changing message of God's love to the Culpeper community, we can effectively reach our culture, our country, and our world. Serving in Culpeper also provides us with a unique opportunity to love and serve the next generation of leaders. Simply put, we are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. For more information on City Light Baptist Church, visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
CM Contracting and Consulting is a proud sponsor of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. When it comes to working with clients, our golden rule takes priority. We simply want to guarantee 100% satisfaction with the work done. CM Contracting and Consulting provides general contracting and consulting services for commercial, government, and security construction. Our jobs range from small area remodeling to new building construction. We specialize in security construction, specifically security door installation and maintenance. Contact CM Contracting and Consulting at cmcontractingconsulting.com for all of your commercial construction, security construction, modular SCIF, and disaster recovery needs.
Top half of the third from Woodstock. Still a 3-1 game in the favor of the River Bandits over the Winchester Royals. Again, that game going down at Central High School in Woodstock. Top of the third from Bing Crosby Stadium. The Front Royal Cardinals and the Harrisonburg Turks still yet to score. Again, in the top of the third from Bing Crosby Stadium. Also top of the third from Charlottesville High School. No score between Newmarket and the Tom Sox of Charlottesville. And as we enter into this bottom half of the first, the Waynesboro Generals lead over the Culpeper Cavaliers 1-0. As the leadoff batter for the Cavaliers, Carter Newman will get ready to step in the right-hand batter's box, and play will resume in just a couple of seconds. As the starting pitcher for the Waynesboro Generals, Stephen Proko, will deal strike one on the first one, so 0-1 to start things off for Carter Newman, who, correct me if I'm wrong, it's his first appearance here at CCHS. And now I'm being told it's his first appearance in generals. The first, or rather, the 0-1 comes in. It'll go through for a strike. So now 0-2, as that is correct. He is having his first appearance here tonight, as he is 0-for-0 on the season. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That is waved on and missed for strike three. So a quick out coming to the Generals' favor. It's a forwards K if you're scoring it at home, as Keith Savoy Jr. will come up to the plate for the Cavaliers. And contrary to last week, as he didn't have a good hitting week or a bad hitting week, as not really anybody did, because only 2 games were really played that week, so can't really determine how well or terrible that any player did with only 2 games, if you will. As Savoy steps up, here comes the first pitch. It's lined out to left, but it looks to be red, and it will, in fact, be caught by Forchick in left field for out number 2, so it's either F or a PO, if you will, to 7 for out number 2 if you're scoring it at home, as Connor Mariniak will come up to the plate for the Cavaliers now. And point streak is still showing Newman's stats, so I can't give you any looks at what Savoy has done so far or what Mariniak has done so far, as Mariniak steps into the right-hand batter's box. Here comes the pitch. That is outside, upstairs, ball 1 is the call. 1-0 is the count coming to Connor Mariniak, the shortstop on the evening for the Cavaliers. So Proko sets. Here comes the 1-0. That one is missed downstairs this time. Rather not strike one. It is ball 2. My apologies. 2 ball and no strike count coming to the shortstop Mariniak. In his first plate appearance on the evening, he's looking to get hot as the first 2 batters, Newman and Keith Savoy Jr., came up and went down. Here comes the 2-0. That is lined into the gap in center, rather in front of the center fielder Brown. Will drop for a single. So Connor Mariniak does get that hit streak to start here early on as he gets the single to 8. As David Coppage, the third baseman, will come up for the Cavaliers now. Looking to keep the Cavaliers alive here in this bottom half of the first. So here comes the opening pitch of the at-bat to Coppage, and the throwback to second is not in time as it gets past. I want to say that's the second baseman, Ramirez, into center field. So it is a stolen bag on the behalf of Connor Mariniak, who stands at second safely off of a little bit of an errant throw, if you will, from the catcher Menendez for the Generals. As Coppage, I want to say that is 0-1, rather, my apologies. 0-1 to start things off here for Coppage. And plate appearance number 1 as the 0-1 comes in. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The count is now even at a ball and a strike for the third baseman, David Coppage, on the evening. So as the starting pitcher, Proko, looks back to second, here comes the 1-1. That misses away on a curveball. Or no, I was right. I thought he did the fist pump signal, but I was looking out of the corner of my eye, so I could have seen anything. 2 ball and a strike count coming to David Coppage. In his first plate appearance, he's looking to bring home Mariniak, as that was close to pinging him for ball 3. It's now a 3-ball, 1-strike count with 2 outs down in this bottom half of the first. Cavs trail 1-0 to the Waynesboro Generals. Proko readies on the mound, got a 3-1 coming. Here comes the pitch. That one looked beautiful and is for strike 2. So now the count is full for the third baseman, David Coppage, who is looking to keep the Cavaliers alive here. 2 outs on the board, bottom of the first. No score from the Cavs, but they trail 1-0 to the Generals with Connor Mariniak on second. Here comes the payoff. Lined and caught by the third baseman, Frost. Riley Frost showing off in his appearance as a General here tonight. As we go into the top half of the second, the Generals lead 1-0 over the Culpeper Cavaliers. Back here in a moment from Culpeper County High School on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
With more than 50 years of providing Culpeper and the surrounding areas with top-quality building supplies, Cherry Street Building Supply is your trusted resource for all projects. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, we give you the attention you simply don't get at the big box stores. Our helpful staff is very knowledgeable with more than 150 years of combined experience in the field. Visit Cherry Street Building Supply at 1418 Orange Road or online at cherrystbuildingsupply.com or call 540-825-0397. See us at Cherry Street Building Supply for all your building supply needs.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves students in 34 high schools, 40 middle schools, and 1 university, totaling over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
So the Cavaliers fail to score in the bottom half of the first, so we go to the top half of the second with the third baseman, Riley Frost, to lead things off here in this top half of the second for the Waynesboro Generals, who lead 1-0 off of an Anthony Lamar RBI double to bring Julian Ujima home in the top half of the first. The Waynesboro Generals looking to extend their lead. The Cavaliers looking to shut them down to get back onto offense as the first pitch comes to Frost from Colt Ryder. It's fouled away for strike 1, so now they can want to start things off for Riley Frost in plate appearance number 1 on the night. It's worth noting that Riley Frost was a Cardinal last year As he fouls that one away, 0-2 will be the count for him. But when I was writing down the starting lineups, I happened to see Forrest on the Waynesboro starting lineup, and I said, okay, that's a name. Come to find out, it's former Cardinal Riley Frost, and he's a decent cat was a decent cat for the Cardinals, and not quite sure how he's doing, or rather he's 4 for 16 as he faces ball one on that one. 1 ball, 2 strike count coming to him. But for Front Royal last year, he had a rather decent outing. He walked off his brother Connor against the Covington Lumberjacks in a doubleheader as that's fouled away. But last year, just to go for history, he faced the Covington Lumberjacks in a doubleheader and walked off the second game to win. I want to say it was 5-4. So we'll see if he can build some steam here. As he can do that, he fouls that one away, so the count stays where it is at 1 ball and 2 strikes coming to the third baseman Frost out of North Georgia. My memory serves me correct since I'm not looking at the lineup. He's from Roswell, Georgia. Usually he and his brother would both start, and there would be rare occasions where only one would start, and sometimes even none would start last season, as that one's low and away in the dirt for ball 2. So now the count evens for Frost at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But most times when Riley was on the field, his brother Connor was on the field with him, as that one's fouled away as well. So Riley Frost really extending this at-bat, getting his money's worth. Usually Riley would play short and Connor would play third. Sometimes Connor would play first and Riley would play short. I don't remember if Riley ever played third. I could be wrong, but as he waves through that one and misses 4, strike 3. So out number 1 is recorded on a forward's K if you're scoring at home. That'll bring up the second batter, due up, Matthew Menendez, the catcher. He's 8th in the original lineup. On deck, and the last due up originally for the Generals will be Alex Miller, the right fielder. He's the 9th spot for the Generals this evening. But Matthew Menendez coming up, the catcher this evening for the Waynesboro Generals. As Colorado readies, here comes the opening pitch of the at-bat. That one is through on a beautiful strike. 0-1 to start things off here for the catcher Menendez, in plate appearance number 1 on the evening. So here comes the 0-1. That is waved and missed. He got nothing but air in return for a strike 2. So now 0-2 for Matthew Menendez here in this first plate appearance. He's 6 for 34 coming into this evening's game. That's a 176. He's a part of 3 ribbies on the season. As the 0-2 comes in from Colorado, they will not check him because they'll say he went for strike 3. Counted a swinging strikeout, so another forward's K straight away. As out number 2 is recorded, Alex Miller will come up to the plate for the Waynesboro Generals. He's playing in the 9th spot on the field and in the batting order for the Waynesboro Generals this evening. He actually has pitched this season, and in fact is one of the Generals to have a 0 ERA, one of the 3 to amend my words, as he fouls that one back. 4 strike 1, so 0-1 to start things off here for Alex Miller in plate appearance number 1. If you're just joining us, it's a 1-0 ball game in the favor of the Generals as the 0-1 comes in. It's lined past Coltrider, but it'll be scooped up by Serrano. The throw to first is not in time. So that's another play at first that is not in time. This one looked more like it was a normal play, as the first one was bobbled by the third baseman Coppage. That play was not in time in the first inning, rather, to amend my words again. As Miller gets on, it'll be Jason Brown, the center fielder, to come back up. Last time he came up, he popped out to the second baseman, or flew out if you want to go that way. So he's looking to pick up his stats on the night. He has 0 for 1 coming up. As Colorado looks back to first, that's on the mound. Here comes the pitch. That one is low and away, 4-1. So 1-0 is the count coming to Jason Brown in plate appearance number 2. Faced a 2-2 his last time before flying out. Faces 1-0 now to start things off in this second plate appearance as Colorado readies on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away on the third base side. Will stay in the ballpark just about. So first strike of the at-bat for Jason Brown. A ball and a strike to his name now. As he readies back in the right-hand batter's box, Tyler Culpeper going to pitch a 1-1 as the Generals, will have Alex Miller at first, following the single, if you will. Here comes the 1-1. That one is missed low and away. Rather, it said 0-1 on the screen. My apologies. I think that's the first hiccup that my scoreboard app has had tonight. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count now coming to Jason Brown, who again is looking to pick up his stats as he popped out to second his first go-around. The pickoff attempt at first is not in time. Two balls and a strike coming to the center fielder, Jason Brown, as Culpeper readies on the mound. Need the third out to come, and we'll see what happens. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's downstairs, ball 3. So the count is now 3 balls and 1 strike coming to the center fielder, Brown. Following him, if needed, will be Julian Ujima, who was a part of the only scorer for the Generals coming into this top half of the second. As the 3-1 comes in, it is beautifully through for a strike. Make that number 2 of the plate appearance. Now we have a full count coming to Jason Brown. Colorado looks back to first. Got a payoff coming from him to Jason Brown. And here it comes. What will happen? It's popped up. Going to be out of play on the first base side. So everything will stay as it is. 2 outs on the board in this top half of the second. Cavs trail 1-0 as the original leadoff batter, Jason Brown, faces a payoff on the next one. Three balls and 2 strikes coming to Jason Brown. As Culpeper readies on the mound, here comes the pitch. Fouled away again. This time it'll stay in the ballpark as it's fouled just back behind the plate. Jason Brown playing center field for the Generals this evening. Comes into the game 13 for 61. That's a .213 batting average. He's got a home run and 5 ribbies on the season. Faces a payoff from Tyler Culpeper as here it comes. Lined out to center. Will Keith Savoy get it? He won't as it just drops in front of him. Will the play at third be made in time? It is not. So that is, in fact, a single on the resume for Jason Brown on the evening as runners now threaten the corners. As Alex Miller rounds from second to third, he's now in scoring position for certain as Julian Ujima will come up to the plate for the Generals, who is 1 for 1 on the night with a single. And he actually, again, he scored earlier on. He's been the only General so far to score, but now Alex Miller threatening to add to that as it's a 1-0 lead with Miller on third for the Generals. Culpeper readies on the mound. Coming to the right-hander, Ujima. Here comes the pitch. It's through for a strike, so 0-1 to start things off here for Julian Ujima in plate appearance number 2. He's looking to keep his hit streak alive and maybe even keep his scoring streak alive if he can. Faces 0-1 early on as Culpeper readies on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Runner tries to steal to second, but it's a foul ball. So Brown will have to go back. It's a 0-2 count now coming to Julian Ujima. Going down in the count early on, but again, he has the potential to get on base and possibly, depending on what the Cavaliers can do on defense or where he can place that baseball, can possibly bring Miller home as he stands on third. Here comes the 0-2. That's upstairs. Ball 1 is the call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There we go. Is the count coming to the shortstop, Julian Ujima. So a ball and 2 strikes comes. Here comes from Culpeper. That will be fouled away out of play. So the count remains where it is. The Generals have Alex Miller on third and Jason Brown on first. Julian Ujima at the plate for the Generals. We'll see if he can bring Miller home before a possible strikeout with a 1-2 count. Culpeper readies. Here comes the pitch. Outside, and it gets past Paul. Brown will advance to second off of the misread between either. I wasn't paying attention to where the ball landed, so I'm not quite sure if it's a wild pitch or a missed ball. It'll be scored as a wild pitch, is what I'm being told. So now a 2-2 count coming to Julian Ujima. As Tyler Culpeper ready's on the mound, got runners on second and third now for the Generals. Here comes the 2-2. Fouled off again. Goes more towards the General dugout, but stays in the ballpark. 2 balls and 2 strikes now with runners on second and third. Jason Brown on second and Alex Miller on third for the Generals. Julian Ujima, the man at the plate, facing a 2-ball, 2-strike count from Culpeper. Here comes the pitch. Waved and missed for strike 3, and that will retire the side as the Cavaliers keep the Generals scoreless here. We've gone through an inning and a half, 1-0 lead for the Waynesboro Generals over the homestanding Culpeper Cavaliers. We'll return to you in just a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Founded in 1951, the Supply Room has grown to be the second largest independent office furniture and supplies dealer in the United States and the largest in the Commonwealth of Virginia. A third-generation family-owned and operated business, our mission is to provide competitive prices, superior service, and innovative solutions to our customers' problems. The Supply Room offers extraordinary customer service, fast and free shipping, customized solutions, and a commitment to community involvement. For more information about your local office supply dealer, visit thesupplyroom.com or call 800-849-7239 toll-free.
Battlefield Automotive is the official Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota dealer of the Culpeper Cavaliers. We provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care and customer service with a smile, and are committed to providing amazing customer experiences. Our service center is here to help ensure you enjoy many great years of driving with the vehicle you purchase from us. Choose your next Chevrolet, Ford, or Toyota vehicle from the experts at Battlefield Automotive. With 4 locations across the region, Battlefield Automotive is just a short drive away on Route 29 South. For more information on finding your next new or used Chevy, Ford, or Toyota, visit BattlefieldAuto.com.
So the Cavaliers held off the Waynesboro Generals in the top half of the second. The Generals still lead 1-0 as the Cavaliers will call on their designated hitter on the night, Reese Beeler, to the plate for his leadoff spot of the frame. As play resumes for the Cavaliers on offense, looking to get the bats hot and bodies on bags as the first pitch comes in. It's low and away for ball 1. So Beeler starts up in the count 1-0. Proko ready's on the mound, got a 1-0 coming. Here comes the pitch. Looked like Beeler wanted to swing, didn't, and that unfortunately costed him. It's now a ball and a strike coming to him on the next one, as that one went through beautifully from Proko. Here comes the 1-1. That one is missed at the plate downstairs. Ball 2 is the call. So 2 balls and a strike coming to the designated hitter, Reese Beeler. And his first plate appearance on the night. Here comes the 2-1. That one is missed away, ball 3. So the count is now 3 balls and a strike. Coming to Reese Beeler. 3-0 ball game from Charlottesville High School. Get this, the Newmarket Rebels lead over the Charlottesville Tom Sox as strike 2 comes through for Reese Beeler. He now will face a full count. From Bing Crosby Stadium, top of the 4th, the Turks lead 1-0 over the Cardinals. Still a 3-1 game in Woodstock. As ball 4 is called, Reese Beeler take that 90-foot walk of fame as he gets loaded on balls. That'll bring up Grayson Fitzwater, the first baseman, to the plate for the Cavaliers. Beeler came in 6 for 27. That's a .222 batting average. He's got 2 home runs and 7 ribbies on the season. And when Point Drink wants to update, we'll see what Grayson Fitzwater has on the season. The first baseman on the night for the Cavs faces no outs on the board yet as Reese Beeler drew the walk. Proko ready's on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Bunt signaled, falls foul. So 0-1 to start things off here for Grayson Fitzwater. my memory serves me correct, again, I'm not looking at the lineup, he's on a VMI. Nothing in one coming to Grayson Fitzwater, the first baseman on the night. Following him for the third, originally due up, is Jaden Sheffield as the 0-1 comes in, and it will miss for ball one. So the count is now even for the first baseman, Grayson Fitzwater, at a ball and a strike with Reese Beeler on first. Proko ready's on the mound with a 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Bunt signal. This time stays fair. Catcher fields, and out number one is called at first. However, Reese Beeler advances to second off of that. So Fitzwater will have a 2-3 score in the book for the first out, if you're, again, keeping in the book, as Jaden Sheffield, the right fielder, comes up for the Cavs. Coming into that at-bat, Grayson Fitzwater was 2 for 20, had 2 ribbies on the season. And again, when Point Streak wants to update, I'll get you Jaden Sheffield's stats as the first pitch comes into him. It is through 4 strikes, so nothing in 1 to start things off here for Jaden Sheffield. In plate appearance number 1 on the night, he starts out 0-1 with Reese Beeler on second. Proko ready's on the mound, looks back at second. Nobody home to make the play, takes a double take back again. Nobody home. Here comes the 0-1. That one's through as well, 4 strikes, and now it's an 0-2 count coming to the junior out of Georgetown, playing in right field this evening. He's 8 for 29 coming into the game. That's a .275 batting average. No home runs, but 5 ribbies on the season. As the 0-2 comes in, he will foul that one away. So the count stays where it is, as Reese Beeler also stays on second following the foul ball. Nothing in 2 coming to the junior out of Georgetown, Jaden Sheffield. As Proko ready's on the mound with an 0-2 coming, looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Sheffield. He will foul that one at the plate. So the count stays nothing in 2 for the Cavalier right fielder on the evening. If necessary, Alonzo Paul Jr. will follow him. Paul playing in the 2 spot on the field this evening, but in the 8 spot in the batting order. Proko sets up. Got an 0-2 coming. Looks back to second. Nobody home. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed low and away. Ball 1 is the call. So Sheffield finds the first one go by that he would rather want to go by. It's a ball and 2 strikes now coming to the right fielder on the evening, Jaden Sheffield. If you're just joining us, it's a 1-0 ball game in the favor of the Waynesboro Generals. So here comes the 1-2 upstairs. Ball 2. So the count is now even at a 2-2. So Sheffield faces his first even count since 0-0. It's now 2-2 coming to him from Stephen Proko with Reese Beeler on second. 1 out down in this bottom half of the second. No score from the Cavs yet. Proko double takes back to second. Here comes the 2-2. That one's through for a looking strike, so it's a backwards K in the scorebook, if you will. So Sheffield goes down on strikes as Alonzo Paul Jr., the catcher, will come up to the plate.
Alonzo Paul.
Paul steps into the right-hand batter's box with Reese Beeler on second for the Cavs. Beeler got on via a walk, was filled up on balls. As Proko ready's on the mound, looking back to Beeler on second. Nobody home to make the play. Here comes the opening pitch of the at-bat to Paul. That is popped up, playable into left center. Chasing over Brown in center. He will make the catch for out number 3. So the Cavs fail to score in this bottom half of the second. They get 1 on base, but it's in the form of a walk this time as we take a break here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. It's Waynesboro 1, Culpeper 0. Back on a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
You can buy a car almost anywhere, in the city, in the country, even online. So how do you choose? At Battlefield Culpeper, we think our people make the difference. Many live right here in Culpeper. We're your neighbors. That's why our service techs get the job done right the first time, or why our sales team does the most repeat business in the area. And when you have a question, we're on it. That makes our managers very happy. You can buy a car anywhere, but you'll want to buy it from Battlefield Culpeper, because we are Culpeper.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. Our team is dedicated to providing residential business customers with the highest quality roofing products and home improvement services at an affordable price. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
The Cavs fail to score in the bottom half of the second, as the Waynesboro Generals will call up Braden Forchick to lead things off. The left fielder is 1 for 1 coming into this second plate appearance in this top half of the third. He singled earlier on and got to third, but was stranded as he readies in the left-handed batter's box. Tyler Culpeper, the man on the mound for the Cavs still. He's gone through 2 complete innings. As the first pitch of the third comes in, it is missed low and away for, ball 1. So a 1-0 count coming to the batter, Forchick. Again, playing in left field this evening for the Generals. As the 1-0 comes in from Culpeper, it is through for a strike. That one looked like it tickled the outer edge on the right-hand batter's box of the strike zone. But it's a ball and a strike now coming to Forchick. Forchick is 3 for 8 on the season as he lifts that one out to left. And Keith Savoy making the catch. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to scream tonight, but my goodness, that was a beautiful play by the left fielder, Keith Savoy Jr. And we got to take a quick look at that one if we can. My goodness, that was a beautifully caught ball by Keith Savoy Jr. in left. As in the meantime, it'll be Anthony Lamar coming up to the plate for the Generals now. And he broke his bat, but the play at first is in time for out number 2. If you missed it, it was a chop ball to second. Again, he broke his bat, but the 4-3, or to short, my apologies. It was 6-3. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the replay. 6-3 play in the meantime by Anthony Lamar on a broken bat for out number 2. Again, Forchick going down at a pop out to 7 for the first out, as Sean Shelley, the designated hitter, will come up for his second time tonight. Looking to get into the right side of the statistical column, faces ball 1 on the first one. 1-0 is the count. But again, he's looking to get into the right side of the statistical column as he struck out looking his first time around. He is looking decent now as he's got a 2-0 count coming on the next one after a downstairs ball 1 pitch that made it 2-0. So Colt Ryder ready's on the mound, got a 1-0 coming. Here comes the pitch. And it's popped up, playable into left. That's going high and far. Will it be gone? It chases back Savoy, and it just about goes. It's a home run on the record for Sean Shelley. He picks things up, and it's now a 2-0 lead in the favor of the Waynesboro Generals off of a solo home run by Sean Shelley.
That will bring up the second baseman, number 22, Luis Ramirez.
So a 2-out single, or 2-out solo home run, rather, for the right wording. On the record of Sean Shelley, he now sits 1-2 on the night going back to the dugout. Luis Ramirez, the second baseman, comes up. He's also looking to get into the right side of the statistical column with a pop out to left. His first go-around in the top half of the first. He's looking to get back into, or get into the swing of things, rather. As the first pitch of the second plate appearance comes in, he will swing through that one and get nothing but air in return for strike 1. So 0-1 to start things off here for the second baseman, Luis Ramirez, in plate appearance number 2 on the night. Cavaliers now trail 2-0 to the Waynesboro Generals. As the 0-1 comes in to Ramirez, it's missed low and away for ball 1. So now a ball and a strike coming to Ramirez. He popped out to left his last time, so he's 0 for 1 on the night, 14 for 47 coming into the game. That's a .297. 2 home runs and 10 ribbies in the process of, I want to say it's 18 games, I think, if my math serves me correct. I can't remember. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to remember the record, and I can't. In the meantime, it's a ball and 2 strikes now coming to the second baseman, Luis Ramirez, as he let that one go by. As the 1-2 comes in, it's or rather grounded to short. The play at first will be in time and on target. 4 out number 3, so the Cavaliers allow a home run in the process. But besides that, some flawless defense as a pop out to 7, a beautifully caught pop out to 7, and 2 6-3s will retire the third for the Generals on offense. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, we'll return to you in just a couple of seconds. Back in a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Culpeper Wood Preservers, a proud supporter of Cavalier Baseball, is the #1 choice for pressure-treated lumber. By using Culpeper Wood, you can be confident that you are using the highest quality product backed by one of the largest producers in the industry. Our products, warranties, selection, and reputation make us the clear choice for today's homeowner. Culpeper Wood Preservers also provides project plans and education, care and maintenance tips, decking comparisons, and helpful hints for your current structure or next project. To contact Culpeper Wood Preservers, visit them at 15487 Bragg's Corner Road in Culpeper. Call them at 800-817-6215 or visit their website at culpepperwood.com. Culpeper Wood Preservers, the trusted brand in pressure-treated lumber for over 45 years.
This is a brief in-game reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballpark. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
A reminder as we move to the bottom half of the third to always be a good sport, as your presence online is noticed just as much as a spectator sitting in the stands, as the Valley Baseball League does not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, military, or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballparks. Again, please be mindful in any and all comments made throughout tonight's game. And we thank you for being a good sport, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the game. So due up for the Cavaliers is Ethan Serrano to lead things off. He faces a 1-1 I want to go with, as I've caught the first one but missed the second one. In fact, is true. A ball on a strike coming to the second baseman, Serrano, who's number 9 in the batting order. As Broco deals the 1-1, that one is missed by the catcher, but looked like it hit the dirt anyways. So 2 balls and a strike now coming to the second baseman, Serrano. Due up for the Cavs after Serrano will be Carter Newman and Keith Savoy Jr. are the last 2 knowingly due up. As the 2-1 comes in, that's upstairs, ball 3. Count now goes to 3-1 for the second baseman, Ethan Serrano. In his first plate appearance, he comes up 8 for 32, it appears. That is a 260, 6 ribbies on the season, as the 3-1 comes in, and it will miss for ball 4. So Ethan Serrano will take the 90-foot walk of fame as he's loaded up on balls, as the original leadoff batter, Carter Newman, will come up to the plate for the Cavs. He comes up on a swinging strikeout on an 0-2. For the first out of the top of the first. He comes up again for his second plate appearance, and in the meantime, he will have a quick word, or rather, Brandon Mack will have a quick word with him. In the meantime, we'll take a quick sideline, a 10-second break for a station identification here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
You're tuned into Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
So Carter Newman will return to the plate for his second plate appearance on the night. He struck out swinging his first go-around. Now he's got Ethan Serrano standing on first. As the bunted signal goes down the third base line, he will not beat the ball out, but it does, in fact, get Ethan Serrano to second, and he will, in fact, advance to third in the meantime. And now, wait a minute. No, he is safe. It appears that the ball was dropped by the first baseman, Lamar. So Carter Newman will get on. I'm going to say that's an E at 3 in the process. As we're trying to officially getting the technicality of the error. Keith Savoy Jr. comes up to the plate for the Cavs as Waynesboro will have a coach come out and either contest that call or just try to understand what the call was, as it will be scored in E3. So Newman stays 0 for 1 on that, or rather that will be 0 for 2 if you count the error. I believe that's the correct way to do it. I'm not sure. He's 0 for 1 regardless, possibly 0-2. Either way, the Cavaliers have Ethan Serrano on third. Here comes the pitch in the meantime to Savoy as the throw is not made to second, but it is made to third. And I believe they called him out. Or no, they called him safe. Either way, we got to take a quick look at that one as now the infielders are contesting it. We got to take a look at that throw. And although it's kind of hard to see from here as the catcher hesitated, it's hard to tell from this angle exactly what happened. In the meantime, it's a 0-1 count to start things off here for Keith Savoy Jr. in plate appearance number 2. Here comes the pitch from Proko. He will wave and miss through that one for strike 2. So now a 0-2 count with runners on second and third. It is Ethan Serrano on second Ethan Serrano on third, and Carter Newman is the man on second. So the 0-2 is tipped away by Keith Savoy Jr. Savoy, looking to get into the hit column as he popped out to left his first time around for the second out of the of the first inning, rather. He's now got runners on second and third with, my scorebook says no outs. And that is, in fact, correct. I felt like I missed something, but then again, how could I when this is the third batter due up? Here comes the pitch from Proko. It's a 0-2 as that's waved through and missed by Savoy for strike 3. So the first out is recorded on a swinging strikeout from Keith Savoy Jr., although it is the first out of the inning for the Cavs. So Connor Mariniak will come up for the Cavs. He's 1 for 1 on the night as he singled his first go-around and got to second. He's now got runners on second and third in the form of Carter Newman and Ethan Serrano, as the first pitch to him is missed away for ball 1. So Mariniak finds the first one go by. He'd rather let it go by. 1-0 count, Coming to the shortstop, Mariniak out of Misericordia College. The 0-1 comes in, and it's beautifully through for a strike. That was a nice pitch from Proko. So now an even count at a ball and a strike coming to the third batter in the original lineup, Connor Mariniak, fourth of the inning. Here comes the 1-1. That one's through as well for a strike, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes coming to the shortstop. And it looked like I said in the last game on 2 Sundays ago, rather, to try and amend my wording before I even get it out. The 1-2 comes in. It's popped up. Will it fall in the gap? No, it won't, as it's read by Miller in right. And Ethan Serrano doesn't take the chance of going home, and it was, in fact, a good read, I would say, as Miller was shallow in right. So the second out of the inning is a pop out to 9 if you're scoring at home, on the form of the third original batter, Connor Mariniak, for the second out. As David Coppage, the third baseman for the Cavs, comes up. He lined out to third base in the first inning, so he's looking to get into the hit column as the first pitch was missed away for ball 1. So 1-0 is the count to start things off here for David Coppage in plate appearance number 2 on the night. Here comes the 1-0 from Proko. That one is through for a strike, so now a 1-1 count coming to Coppage on the next one. Again, the Cavs have Carter Newman on second and Ethan Serrano on third for them. They need Serrano to score to tie the ball game. Newman, rather, to tie the ball game. As that one's tipped and fouled at the plate for strike 2. It's now a ball and 2 strikes coming to the third baseman, Coppage. Coppage needs a base hit to certainly get Serrano at third home, but possibly get Newman home depending on the placement of the baseball. Proko going to deal a 1-2 on the next one. He readies on the mound and sets. Here comes the pitch. Well outside for ball 2. So the count now evens for Coppage at 2-2. If needed, Reese Beeler will come back up to the plate. That is, if Coppage gets on, hits, or possibly even scores if he goes yard. 2-ball and 2-strike count now coming to Coppage. Here comes the pitch. Line down the third base line, fielded at third. The flip to first is in time for the out. So that'll do it for the third. The Cavs will strand Serrano and Newman. And Coppage will go down on a 5-3 play. As we go into the top half of the fourth, Cavs trail 2-0 to the visiting Waynesboro Generals. We take a moment here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network to hear a word from our friends at the Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Back with you on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network in just a moment.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center is a proud sponsor of Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball. Our full 27,000 square foot center is open with multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. The fitness area offers classes for adults and children, strength and cardio equipment, a functional training room, and kids corner child care. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. Thank you for voting us Best Fitness Center and Community Center in the Culpeper Times Best of the Best 2023 campaign. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
As we go into the top half of the fourth, Cavs trail 2-0 to the Waynesboro Generals as Alonzo Paul Jr. will end the warm-ups with a signal down to second base. As the Waynesboro Generals will call up their seventh batter in the lineup, Riley Frost, to lead things off here in the bottom half, or excuse me, the top half of the fourth. I don't know why I constantly do that. My apologies. It gets on my nerves that I can't defer top and bottom, and I always get it wrong. So Riley Frost will lead things off here for the Generals as Colt Ryder readies. Here comes the pitch. The first pitch is waved on and missed. Strike one is the call. 0-1 is the count coming to Riley Frost here in plate appearance number 2. As the 0-1 comes from Colt Ryder, it is missed away, ball one, and in fact, just misses the glove of Alonzo Paul at the plate. Colt Ryder ready. He's got a 1-1 coming, and that's lifted into left, chasing Keith Savoy Jr. to his left. He will make the catch for out number 1, so Frost goes down on a pop out to 7 if you're scoring at home for the first out of the fourth. As that will call up the second due-up Matthew Menendez, the catcher for the Generals. He's looking to get into the hit column after he struck out swinging his first go-around in the second inning. Went 0-2 and then struck out on a swing. 1 out down. Here comes the pitch from Colt Ryder, and it is low, but not low enough for strike one. So it's 0-1 to start things off here for the catcher Matthew Menendez in plate appearance number 2 on the night. Here comes the 0-1 as tipped in fouled back, so it's an 0-2 count now coming to the batter Menendez. And we'll see if it's deja vu for Menendez as he went 0-2 his last time and then struck out swinging. He now sits 0-2 again with 1 out down in this fourth inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's outside ball 1, so not quite what Menendez got on the last one. He gets a ball to go past this time. It's a ball and 2 strikes now coming to the catcher Menendez. Plate appearance number 2 in this top half of the fourth. Cavs trail 2-0. Here comes the 1-2. Waved and got nothing but air in return for strike 3. So out number 2 is recorded yet again on a swinging strikeout for Menendez. He sits 0-2, but don't look at it just like that. He did get a ball to go by, so he didn't quite mirror what he did the last time on an 0-2. He got a 1-2 this time. As Alex Miller, the right fielder, will come up for the Generals. He singled his first go-around and got to third, but was stranded as the first pitch comes through, and it's just a little bit too low on the umpire's radar for ball 1. A ball and no strikes coming to Miller on the next pitch. As Colt Ryder readies, here it comes, as that's fouled away out of play on the Cavaliers side, and it's another lollipop for a youngster. A ball and a strike now coming to the right fielder Miller. So if Miller either walks or hits, Jason Brown will come back up for his third plate appearance. He led off for the Generals tonight, as the 1-1 is missed for 2-1 now. Miller looking to keep his hit streak alive. Again, he singled his first go-around in the second. He sits 2-1 now in the count. As Colorado readies, here comes the pitch. That is fouled away on the first base side. Looks to go out of play, and it is. Almost hit the turtle just out at the right field corner. So the count now goes even 2-2 coming to Alex Miller. According to my book, which I could be wrong, he had no count coming to him on the pitch that he singled on, but I'm not going to quote that. Yeah, that is in fact not right. He was 0-1, so he did get a pitch to go by, but as I mark it in the wrong box, just marking for my future references. As he fouls that one away in the meantime, count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes coming to the right fielder Miller. Colorado readies. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Downstairs, and it'll be a full count with the ball 3 going by. So Miller faces a full count. There's been quite a few of those this game so far. As Colorado readies, here comes the payoff from him. It's tipped and fouled back, so it will be an extra chance for Miller to either get the ball to go by or to get a hit. Again, he is 1 for 1 on the night. He singled his first go-around in the top of the second. Got to third, but couldn't cross the dish. As Colorado readies on the mound. Got a payoff number 2 coming. Here comes the pitch. That is cracked down to third at Coppage. He will flip it to first, and it is not in time. That was another missed opportunity at third by Coppage. So Alex Miller stands at first following that. We're going to score that in E5 as Coppage took a little too long to get rid of the baseball. As Jason Brown will come back up, the center fielder for the Waynesboro Generals. He's 1 for 2 on the night. He popped out to second his first go-around and singled his second go-around. Got the second in that go-around and was stranded behind Miller. First pitch comes through for a strike, so nothing can want to start things off here for Jason Brown and plate appearance number 3 on the evening. Went to a full count his second go-around. Looks like 2-2 his first go-around. As the 0-1 pitch comes in and misses for ball 1, so the count now evens at a ball and a strike coming to the center fielder Jason Brown. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-0 ball game in the favor of the Waynesboro Generals. As Colorado readies on the mound, here comes the 1-1 that's fouled back for a strike 2 count now, a ball and 2 strikes, if you will. Again, Jason Brown coming up for his third plate appearance on the night. He popped out to second his first go-around and singled his second. Sits 1 for 2, in his third so far, but got a man on first in the form of Alex Miller. So Colorado readies on the mound and throws back to first with a pickoff attempt. It is not in time. So Colt Ryder has a 1-2 count after the pickoff attempt. He readies on the mound. Coming down to Jason Brown with 2 outs down. Here comes the pitch. Waved on and got nothing but air in return for strike 3. So that will retire the side for the Cavs. As it's a swinging strikeout, a forwards K, if you will, for Jason Brown. His first on the night. As we go into the bottom half of the fourth, Cavs trail 2-0 to the visiting Waynesboro Generals here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll return to you right after these brief words from our friends at Settle Construction and Excavating.
With over 30 years experience, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated offers Culpeper and surrounding counties top-notch services in modular construction, remodeling, additions, site work, and driveways. Pick one of our floor plans to customize or bring us your plan. We are authorized builders for nationwide homes. For more information, contact Settle Excavating and Construction by phone at 540-547-2898 or visit us online at settleconstruction.com.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. Our team is dedicated to providing residential business customers with the highest quality roofing products and home improvement services at an affordable price. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
Cavaliers hold off the Generals for the second time as we go into the bottom half of the fourth. The Cavs will call up Reese Beeler, the designated hitter, who is 0 for 0 on the night, walked his first go-around. So he's looking to get into the statistics column as he did get on base, but other than that, he has got nothing going for him as he walked his first go-around. On a payoff, as the first pitch comes, it misses for ball one, so Beeler starts up in the count 1-0 in plate appearance number 2 on the night. Stephen Proko still on the mound for the Generals as the 1-0 comes in. That one curves in for strike one. So the count is now a ball and a strike coming to the designated hitter, Reese Beeler. Beeler comes into the game 6 for 27. That is a .222 average, 2 home runs, and 7 ribbies on the season. Finds ball 2 go by for now a 2-ball and 1 strike count coming to the designated hitter. Proko readies on the mound. A 2-ball, 1 strike count. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away, 2-2. A reminder that the Cavs originally were supposed to go on a 4-game away stand. They played one of those 4 games at Strasburg on Friday night. As a payoff is coming from Proko to Beeler. They won't return to home until Friday versus Newmarket and then host Winchester on Saturday to start the month off as that's fouled at the plate. So the count stays at a payoff for Reese Beeler, who is keeping his plate appearance alive. He's looking to get into the hit column as he walked his first go-around. So he got that on-base stat, but other than that, he's got nothing going for him on the night. And he did, in fact, get to second. I forgot to mark that down. As he will take another 90-foot walk of fame. Reese Beeler take that 90-foot walk of fame for the second straight time. That'll call up Grayson Fitzwater to the plate.
First baseman, number 20, Grayson Fitzwater.
So Grayson Fitzwater is 0-1 on the night. He sits, or rather had a 2-3 play his first go-around in the second inning. That was the first out of the second. Here comes the pitch from Proko that is fouled back. 0-1 is the start for Grayson Fitzwater in plate appearance number 2. Again, the Cavaliers were supposed to travel to Covington on Saturday. They did not do that for whatever reason. I don't quite know. That game is yet to be rescheduled. As Proko deals the 0-1, that one is through 4 strikes, so now 0-2 coming to the first baseman, Fitzwater. Last time around, according to my book, he faced a 1-1 before I believe it was a bunt that was fielded by the catcher. That was flipped to first as the 0-2 comes in. That one is fouled away, and it is out of play just about. Oh my goodness. Some bad blood for Fitzwater unintentionally as he skied that ball into the Waynesboro bullpen. Count stays 0-2 regardless for Fitzwater. Again, he's 0-1 on the night coming into this second plate appearance. Proko sets. Here comes the 0-2. That curved, but didn't curve the way Proko wanted. It's ball 1 coming to the first baseman, Fitzwater. So a ball and 2 strikes coming to him on the next one with Reese Beeler on first via another walk. Here comes the 1-2. Excuse me, it's waved and missed for out number 1, strike number 3. As it's a wave and a miss. As Jaden Sheffield, the right fielder, comes up for the Cavs. He is 0 for 1 as well as he looked at one go by for strike 3. Out number 2 in the second inning for him. So he's looking to get into the hit column and get on base. As Reese Beeler has done it twice now, but has walked as the bunt attempt from Sheffield fouled back for strike 1. I don't know why I was about to say ball. Strike 1 is the call, 0-1 is the count coming to Sheffield. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-0 ball game in the favor of the visiting Waynesboro Generals. Proco deals the 0-1. That one misses for ball 1, so the count is now a ball and a strike. Coming to the right fielder, Sheffield, who again is 0 for 1 on the night with a looking strikeout his first go around. He's got Reese Beeler on first. Beeler has now walked twice. As Proco stares down, looks back to first and ready's on the mound. Got a 1-1 coming. Here comes the pitch. That one is missed close to Sheffield for ball 2. It's now a 2-ball and a strike count coming to the right fielder, Sheffield. And almost 1 month into the season, the Cavaliers are looking for their second home win of the season. They did it against Front Royal earlier on. I want to say it was like the second week of June, I think is when it was. As that one goes through as a looking strike, so now it's a 2-2 count coming to the right fielder, Sheffield. And the Cavaliers almost got their first win against Waynesboro, or first home win, rather, against Waynesboro here about 2.5 weeks ago, roughly, maybe 3. As the payoff is coming from Proco. Cavaliers trailed, I want to say it was 12-5, came back 13-12 was the final score. Waynesboro taking it as Sheffield fouls that one back. Count remains where it is on a payoff, 3-2 coming to the right fielder, Sheffield. Cavs need something to go here in order to get on the board as they have Reese Beeler on first for the second time tonight. He has walked. So here comes the payoff number 2. That is Scott out in the left. That ball is high. It is far and kiss it into the glove of the left fielder, Forchuk. I thought that ball was gone. I was calling it a little too early, and unfortunately for Sheffield and embarrassingly for me, it's an out in the left. So it is a pop out to 7 in the books for out number 2, and what we're saying is that looked really good. But unfortunately not good enough as out number 2 is recorded off of the bat of Sheffield as Alonzo Paul Jr. comes up to the plate for his second plate appearance as the first pitch goes downstairs and away for ball 1. So 1-0 count coming to the catcher, Paul, to start things off in his second plate appearance. He's also looking to get into the hit column after a pop out to center to end the second inning. Proco ready. He's got Reese Beeler on second here, or excuse me, on first rather. Here comes the pitch. That one is through for a strike, although it kind of looked close to Paul. It's a ball and a strike now coming to the catcher. As he readies in the right-hand batter's box. Got a 1-ball, 1-strike count coming. Proco readies on the mound after looking back to Beeler on first. Here comes the 1-1. That's grounded to short, and it's flipped off of his glove. So I'm going to say that that was an error at 6. As Paul gets on via the E6, he stands at first. Beeler stands at second. And that's just what the Cavs needed. As Ethan Serrano, the second baseman, comes up for the Cavs. Second straight time, he comes up now. Well, let me rephrase that. Back-to-back innings now he has come up. He led off for the third, and now he comes up for the fourth as the fifth batter to be faced in the inning. First pitch is a strike, and from what I could see, that kind of looked close again, but like I've said before, that could have curved at the end, and I could have seen it as a ball, but the home plate umpire may have seen it as a strike. As the 0-1 comes in, that one's through as well for a strike. Now 0-2 coming to Serrano, the second baseman. He walked the last time on a 3-1. He loaded on balls as the 0-2 comes in. It is waved on and missed for strike 3, so that will do it for the fourth inning. Cavs strand 2 this time on base as we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll return to you in just a couple of moments, but a reminder to use Sean's Smokehouse Catering for your next event. Back with you in a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
Located a mile west of downtown Culpeper, just off Route 29, Mountain Run Winery is set on 36 acres within a larger swath of farmland. With as many as 20 wines produced each year, you would be hard-pressed to find this many quality wines at a winery of our size. We specialize in small batch production of a range of varietals. We have multiple Best in Virginia award-winning wines. For more information, call 703-638-5559 or visit mountainrunwinery.com. Ready to try some of their farm-to-bottle award-winning wines on site? Visit them at 10753 Mountain Run, Lake Road in Culpeper. On-site consumption only offered every Friday through Sunday. Curbside pickup available daily. Call ahead to reserve a time. You must be 21 years or older to indulge. Drink responsibly.
We return to CCHS, where the Waynesboro Generals lead 2-0 over the homestanding Culpeper Cavaliers as we enter into the top half of the fifth. The Waynesboro Generals will call on Julian Ujima to lead things off. He is, I want to say, 1 for 2 on the night coming into this evening's game. He's 0 for 2 on the night. As the first pitch in the meantime is missed for ball 1 as I try to figure that out. Here comes the 1-0, then is cracked to short. Marniak reading, he will flip to first, and it is in time, it appears, for the out. It, in fact, is in time for out number 1. So it's a 6-3 play in the books for Ujima as he goes down on a 6-3. And I realized why I was saying 1 for 2. It was an E5 that I missed in his first plate appearance. So in the meantime, the left fielder Braden Forchick will come up. He singled his first go-around and popped out to Keith Savoy Jr. in left for his second go-around. And his third time doesn't start pretty for him. He starts out 0-1 after a looking strike. As Colt Ryder deals the 0-1, that one is well away for ball 1. So the count is now even at a ball and a strike coming to Forchick. Colt Ryder ready. He's got a 1-1 coming. Here comes the pitch. That one is through for a strike, and it looked like that Forchick wanted that one to go through as a ball, but the home plate umpire said, no, that's a strike. So it's a ball and 2 strikes now coming to the batter, Forchick. Colt Ryder ready's on the mound. Got a 1-2 coming. He sets and deals the 1-2. That's just missed downstairs a little bit for ball 2. So now the count evens again, this time at a 2-2 count. Top half of the fifth. Generals lead 2-0. Colt Ryder coming with a 2-2 to Forchick. Here comes the pitch. That is popped up, being read by Mariniak shallow. Be fielding the catch. So it's a pop out to 6 if you're scoring at home for out number 2 on the board for the Generals. As that brings up the first baseman, Anthony Lamar, who got a ribby his first go-around. I have a double, but I don't know if I'm exactly right on that one. It was a single, and he advanced off of the throw, rather. I don't know where my brain was going, but it certainly wasn't saying the word throw. Popped out, or no, my apologies. That was the previous batter, Forchick. He went 6-3 his second go-around, and his third one starts down 0-1. So Colt Ryder readies with the 0-1. He sets and deals it. That's grounded to third. Coppage scooping and throwing to first on a bounce. It is not on target off of the bounce. So Lamar will get on via the errant throw, and I'm going to say E5 again, as the throw was not on target by Coppage at third. As the designated hitter, Sean Shelley, comes up. He is 1 for 2 as he hit a homer his second go-around, but looked at strike 3 go by his first go-around as Colt Ryder deals the opening pitch of the at-bat. That is downstairs in the opposing batter's box as Shelley is a righty. Ball 1 is the call. 1-0 is your count coming to the designated hitter, Sean Shelley. In his third plate appearance, he's looking to stay in the hit column, but Tyler Colt Ryder is looking to pick up a strikeout here, if he can, as the 1-0 comes in. That one is through as a strike, and that looked like beautiful placement to fool the batter, Shelley, as it looked like it went low, but not low enough to be called a ball. Anthony Lamar stands on first after the error by David Coppage. Colt Ryder dealing the 1-1. That one looks through. It is for strike 2. So now a ball and 2 strikes coming to the DH Shelley after looking at 2 go by. Perfect placement on both, I would say, as it looked to edge the strike zone that time for strike 2. Now ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Colt Ryder. That one just missed for ball 2. So now the count evens again at 2-2. As Colt Ryder stares down to receive his sign from Paul. Reddy's on the mound, got a 1-2 coming, or excuse me, a 2-2, my apologies, coming. Here comes the pitch. Missed low and away ball 3, and the count now fills at 3 balls and 2 strikes, so Sean Shelley will get a payoff to come his way. With Anthony Lamar on first, the Generals lead 2-0 here in this top half of the 5th. As Tyler Colt Ryder looks back to first, Reddy's on the mound, got a payoff coming. And he will deal the pitch as Lamar advances, but he will have to go back as that's a foul ball. So Shelley's at-bat will be extended as he fouls the payoff away. It'll be another payoff coming from Colt Ryder. Again, with Anthony Lamar on first. He got on via an error from David Coppage. And the throwback to first for the pickoff attempt is not in time. Kind of expected it to come here sooner or later from Colt Ryder. He's kept on looking back at first almost every time as he does it again before he readies. Got a payoff coming to the batter, Shelley. And here it comes. Downstairs ball 4 and gets away from Paul, but it doesn't matter. As Anthony Lamar will round to second, Shelley takes the 90-foot walk of fame, so he will stay 1 for 2. As Luis Ramirez, the second baseman, will come up. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pop out to left and a 6-3 on the evening. As Brandon Mack will come out, and it appears he takes the baseball. He, in fact, does. So Tyler Colt Ryder is done after 4 2/3, rather. And we will take a sideline here in the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. And when we come out of it, we will reveal the identity of the new pitcher. Back with you in just a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. More than 1.2 million Rotarians belong to more than 32,000 Rotary clubs located in over 200 countries. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. Rotarians develop community service projects that address many of today's most critical issues, such as children at risk, poverty and hunger, the environment, illiteracy, and violence. They also support programs for youth, educational opportunities, and international exchanges for students, teachers, and other professionals, and vocational and career development. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
You can buy a car almost anywhere, in the city, in the country, even online. So how do you choose? At Battlefield Culpeper, we think our people make the difference. Many live right here in Culpeper. We're your neighbors. That's why our service techs get the job done right the first time, or why our sales team does the most repeat business in the area. And when you have a question, we're on it. That makes our managers very happy. You can buy a car anywhere, but you'll want to buy it from Battlefield Culpeper, because we are Culpeper.
The same food you love at Sean's Table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
So Colt Ryder is retired after 4 2/3. Coming into his place out of Tennessee Wesleyan College, a 6'3", 230-pounder right-handed pitcher. Number 32, Zach Smith, will come in to possibly end this inning with the batter Luis Ramirez at the plate. The first pitch is missed for ball one, so 1 ball and no strikes coming to Ramirez and to start his third plate appearance. As Smith receives his signal, ready is on the mound, got a 1-0 coming. Runners on first and second for the Generals. Here comes the 1-0. That is popped up, playable, very high, called by the first baseman Fitzwater, and he will make the catch for out number 3 as the side retires here for this top half of the 5th. Smith gets the out that is needed. On a pop out to 3 if you're scoring at home as we take a sideline here in the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll return to you in just a moment with more Cavalier baseball.
All Install, your local Generac backup generator dealer, is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Since 2004, All Install has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price for the consumer. We offer free, in-home estimates, annual maintenance contracts, as well as service for all our customers' generator needs. Our Generac trained and certified technicians are friendly and knowledgeable and always ready to serve. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. For more information, visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need.
With more than 50 years of providing Culpeper and the surrounding areas with top-quality building supplies, Cherry Street Building Supply is your trusted resource for all projects. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, we give you the attention you simply don't get at the big box stores. Our helpful staff is very knowledgeable with more than 150 years of combined experience in the field. Visit Cherry Street Building Supply at 1418 Orange Road or online at cherrystbuildingsupply.com or call 540-825-0397. See us at Cherry Street Building Supply for all your building supply needs.
Rocco is still on the mound for the Generals as he will face the original leadoff batter, Carter Newman, a center fielder who is 0 for 1 on the evening. And I say 0 and 1 now, as the last plate appearance he had was an error at first base. So that will not go towards him statistics-wise at all. So he sits 0 for 1 coming into this third plate appearance as Proko sets. Here comes the opening pitch of that third plate appearance. It is missed low and away for ball 1. So 1-0 is the count to start things off here for the center fielder Newman, who is making his Cavalier debut here at CCHS, and rather for the season, if you will. As the 1-0 comes in, that'll miss on the other side, upstairs, if you will, as well. Ball 2, 2-0 count coming to the center fielder Newman. Due up for the inning are Newman, who is at the plate, Keith Savoy Jr. on deck, and Connor Mariniak in the hole, as Newman will foul that one away. 4 strike 1, the first one of the plate appearance. 2 balls and a strike now coming to the center fielder Carter Newman, who again is clean coming into this evening's game, as he is making his first appearance as a Cavalier. Here comes the 2-1. That's missed downstairs, ball 3. So the count is 3-1 for the center fielder Carter Newman, a sophomore out of Virginia Tech. 6 foot, 170-pounder righty-righty. Will lift that one into center. That ball is high. It is far, and it is out of the reach of Brown in center. So he is getting the double there on the 3-1 pitch. Carter Newman getting it to go early on, or rather in the middle, for better wording, if you will, as he gets the double, as I, of course, missed it on the replay. As Keith Savoy Jr. will come up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the night. He popped out to left his first go-around and struck out swinging his second go-around. As not quite sure what's going on the field here. And the center fielder does appear to be hurt in the aftermath of that almost diving catch. I don't mean for that to sound rude. I just realized as it came out of my mouth that kind of sounded rude. He did good to try and catch that ball on a dive, but unfortunately it didn't land in his glove. From the naked eye all the way back here, a terrible naked eye, if you will, it looked like he was just a couple feet from snagging that baseball. But Keith Savoy Jr. will stand into the right-hand batter's box for his third plate appearance, looking to get the sparks to fly as the first pitch misses away for ball one. And my apologies, I forgot to reset the count. So a ball comes to Keith Savoy Jr. on a 1-0 count. Sparkle looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play just yet. On a double take, here comes the 1-0 pitch. Did that ping him in the back? Not quite, as it looks like he's staying there. Not quite sure exactly what happened there. I couldn't quite see exactly what happened there. Keep you updated as the replay comes through. It's 0-2, or 2-0 rather. 2-0 goes 2-1 in the process. So 2 balls and a strike coming to Keith Savoy Jr. As Perker looks back to second with a 2-1 coming on a double take. Nobody home to make the play. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 3. So Savoy finds a 3-1 count on the next one. This is the first time he's been up in the count, let alone this far up. According to my sheet, he lined out to 7 his first pitch. But I don't know how accurate that is, as he will take the 90-foot walk of fame. Keith Savoy Jr., although he stays 0-2, he does get a little bit of on-base action here this evening. And it looks like we will have a pitching visit for Waynesboro for the first time. Proko in a little bit of troubling waters right now, as he's got 2 runners on with no outs. And he's looking like just a normal visit right now, as the baseball has not been returned to the coach and the bullpen has not been signaled just yet. So, assuming just a normal mound visit here. I'd like to remind you that the Cavaliers come back home on Friday to verse the Newmarket Rebels for the final time here at CCHS for the regular season. Again, that is Friday, that's Friday, June 30th. I'm right. Game time's at 7:30. And then the Winchester Royals will come to town on Saturday the 1st. Again, game time 7:30 as well. Both nights will hit the airwaves at 6:58 for the Saber Metrics pregame show. As Connor Mariniak, the shortstop, will come up to the plate for the Cavs. He singled his first go-around and popped out to right his second. So he sits 1 for 2 with runners on first and second in the form of Keith Savoy Jr. and Carter Newman. As the first pitch is bunted and fouled, almost in the reach of Riley Frost at third, but dropped roughly 6 or 7 feet in front of him. And again, like I said earlier, Frost has a special place in my heart. Probably one of the only, well, let me rephrase that. The only Waynesboro General have a special place in my heart is he was at Front Royal last year with me. Didn't get to speak to him, at least on the broadcast, as that was close to pinging Mariniak in the head. He now faces a 1-1 with runners on first and second. Keith Savoy Jr. on first and Carter Newman on second. As Proko sits troubled waters, he had a mound visit just a few moments ago. He's now giving a 1-1. Looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play. Here comes the 1-1. That's bunted. Goes down the third base line. Runners stay, and in fact, it is a beautiful bunt by Connor Mariniak. I doubt I got it again on replay, but we can certainly take a look. Oh, in fact, I did. My goodness. As Connor Mariniak gets on first via the bunt. Runners on all bags for the Cavs with no outs on the board. David Coppage, the third baseman, comes up with a little bit of pressure as he sits 0-2 on the night with a line out to 5 and then a 5-3. Coming into the third plate appearance, he needs to get a base hit to bring 1, possibly 2, and depending on where it goes, 3 or 4 to come home. We sit 2-0 with the Waynesboro Generals leading. That is popped up may be playable, and it is playable by the first baseman Lamar for out number 1, so it is a fly out or pop out, depending on what you say. 2-3 by David Coppage, so the first out is down as the designated hitter Reese Beeler comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 0 on the night with 2 straight walks, so whether he can hit or get walked again will be good for the Cavs as they will get on the board with one of the two regardless. But if Beeler can get that bat really warm here, it would be good for the Cavs. As the first pitch comes in, that's through 4 strikes. So nothing want to start things off here for Reese Beeler in plate appearance number 3. Looking to get statistics-wise in the hitting column, that is. So here comes the 0-1. That is outside ball 1. It was in the opposing batter's box. Beeler is a lefty. Let me rephrase, as always, a fellow lefty. Although he's made it past T-ball, I didn't. 1 ball, 1 strike count now coming to Reese Beeler for plate appearance number 3. Here comes the 1-1. Low and away for ball 2. It's now a 2 ball and 1 strike count coming to the designated hitter with loaded bags. It's Connor Mariniak at first, Keith Savoy Jr. at second, and Carter Newman at third. A 2 ball, 1 strike count now coming in the meantime to Reese Beeler. I looked at the wrong name. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is popped up into center, right center. That ball is high. It is far, and it is robbed at the fence. 1 run will score in the process, and the Cavs get on the board as it's a sacrifice pop out to the center fielder for out number 2. As Beeler goes down 0 for 1, it does score Carter Newman. So the Cavs get on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game. With runners threatening the corners, Keith Savoy Jr. scampers to third after the tag, as well as Newman tagging, of course. As Grayson Fitzwater, the first baseman, will come up for the Cavaliers. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a 2-3 play and then a swinging strikeout as that one is lined too short. And it will get past the shortstop, so no fielder's choice is needed. As Keith Savoy Jr. scampers from third, it's now a tie ball game just like that. Question is, will we have a mound visit in the meantime? Probably not, as it looks like Jaden Sheffield comes up. As I'm going to score that at E6. No, it's not. Giving it a hit. We'll go with that. Makes it easy on me. I don't have to go back and see my chicken scratch. As runners now threaten first and second for the Cavs with 2 outs down, they now tie the game at 2-2. That is grounded past the third baseman. Will it bring home Connor Mariniak? He will try it, and he will get home. So just like that, the Cavaliers have a spark. And what a way for my throat to hurt now, as I've told myself not to scream, but what a way for my throat to hurt as Connor Mariniak rounds, and now the Cavs lead 3-2, just like that, with 2 outs down, and it looks like Proko will be done. After the mound visit, he is out, as we will take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll identify the new Waynesboro pitcher after this brief break.
Design Options Incorporated is a proud supporter of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. At Design Options, we provide architectural services for custom drawn residential and commercial plans at a reasonable cost. We provide architectural services for custom house plans, commercial projects, renovation and additions, and garages, barns, and stables. We pride ourselves in helping every client design their project to perfectly fit their needs. Our finished product is a construction plan guaranteed to meet the permit requirements of Virginia. To get in touch with us today, call 540-825-4656 or visit their website at designoptionsinc.com.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com. Cedar Mountain Stone is a full-service aggregate supplier providing all sizes of VDOT-approved aggregates. Over the years, Cedar Mountain Stone has expanded their product lines to include specialized products such as stream restoration materials, security products, high-quality topsoil, and biofilter materials. The Mitchell's Quarry is located near Culpeper, 6 miles south of the intersection of routes 29 and 3. For more information or to find the right product for your next project, call 540-825-3370 or visit cedarmountainstone.com. Cedar Mountain Stone is a Dalrymple company.
So after 4 2/3, a running pattern between both teams, Stephen Proko is out after giving up 3 runs and the lead to the Cavaliers, and in his place will be Charlie Doeman, and unless I can't see well, he's not on my roster. Now, granted, I printed this over a week ago when Waynesboro was supposed to come to town, and it's possible that he could have been a late addition, as that is possible here in the Valley League. But on my roster, again, that was printed over a week ago. He is not here, or at least not on the roster. But we're going to go with it. Charlie Doeman on the mound. Unfortunately, I don't know where he's from, so my apologies there. From Skyline. Going to go with it. In the meantime, the batter will be Jaden Sheffield. Or my apologies, Alonzo Paul Jr. will be the batter. I don't know where I went. Got on via the wild pitch. There we go. Yep, I think that's what I missed. So in the meantime, Alonzo Paul Jr. faces 1-0 on the next one. So here comes the 1-0 pitch that has popped up. Looks to be playable at second. Rather got second in short reading, and it's dropped by the second baseman Ramirez. 1 run will come home in the form of Fitzwater. So the Cavaliers lead 4-2 now. Excuse me, 4-2 now. Again, my apologies for the constant clearing my throat when I'm not muting it. Most times I've been muting it, but unfortunately sometimes I don't. And again, my apologies. I don't mean to not mute it, but it's just in the moment. So Jaden Sheffield stays on second for the Cavs, as Ethan Serrano will come up to the plate. I'm going to call that E4 in the meantime because I forgot to write that down. So Alonzo Paul standing on first. That was right, even though it was wrong to begin with. Alonzo Paul Jr. on first, Jaden Sheffield on second. And the first pitch to Ethan Serrano is missed downstairs for ball 1. So 1-0 is the count coming to the second baseman, Serrano. In his third plate appearance on the night, he is 0 for 1 with a walk the first time and struck out swinging the second. So the 1-0 comes in. It will go through for a strike. So now a ball and a strike coming to the batter, Serrano. He evens the count with Alonzo Paul Jr. on first and Jaden Sheffield on second. Doeman readies on the mound, looks back to second. Nobody holding the play. Here comes the 1-1. It is downstairs and away for ball 2. So the count is now 2 balls and a strike coming to the second baseman, Ethan Serrano. Here in plate appearance number 3 on the night, his team now leads 4-2. Doeman readies on the mound. Got a 2-ball, 1-strike count coming from him. Here comes the pitch. That one's downstairs. No, excuse me, wrong word. I knew it was a strike, and I still called downstairs. Down low enough, but not low enough for a ball. It is a strike number 2. 2-2 count coming from Doeman. Jaden Sheffield possibly in scoring position on second. Alonzo Paul Jr. at first. And I'm assuming that was a quick time called by Doeman to step off the rubber. He ready is now on the mound. Got a 2-2 coming from him. Looks back to second on a double take. Nobody home. Here comes the 2-2. Missed ball 3. So the count fills for Serrano at 3-2. And I couldn't tell if that ball bounced. It did, so if it would have gotten past the catcher, it would have been a wild pitch. Either way, 3-2 count coming to Ethan Serrano from Doeman, who was just subbed in a couple of batters ago. Here comes the payoff from Doeman as runners try to advance. It doesn't matter as it's ball 4. Bags are loaded again for the Cavs as Ethan Serrano takes that 90-foot walk of fame And now he stands on first. Paul standing on second, and Sheffield standing on third as Carter Newman, the center fielder, comes up for the second time. Get this, the second time this inning. He doubled his first time around the inning, and actually he led off for the inning. So he's not got bags loaded as the pitch comes in, and it's a beautiful pitch. 4 strike one, so nothing. I want to start things off here for Carter Newman from the new pitcher, Charlie Doman. 0-1 count coming from Doman. Bags aren't loaded with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. That one's missed away for ball 1, so the count is now even at a 1-1 count coming to the center fielder, Carter Newman. Again, he is 1 for 2 on the night. He doubled his first go-around. He's got now 4 plate appearances on the night, but an E3 was scored his second plate appearance as he fouls that one back. Looked like he wanted to get a bigger piece of that, but unfortunately, he couldn't get the slice to go. As it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count now coming to the center fielder, Carter Newman, with bags loaded, 2 outs down, bottom of the 5th. Cavs lead 4-2. Here comes the pitch from Dome, and that's waved on and missed for strike 3, so the inning is done. But the Cavs take the lead in the meantime as we go into the top half of the 6th. It's a 4-2 ball game in the favor of your Culpeper Cavaliers, taking the lead in the 5th inning. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, we'll see you in the top half of the 6th in just a moment.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center is your local health center specializing in everything from allergies to weight loss. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center cares for you and your medical needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center strives to transform health and inspire hope for all Virginians and beyond. For more information on your local UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center, call 540-829-4100. Visit them at 501 Sunset Lane or visit uvahealth.com to find your nearest location. UVA Health, centering patients around all we do.
As Alonzo Paul Jr. signals the end of warm-ups with his throw down the second, we go into the top half of the 6th. The Cavs lead. It's 4-2 now over the Waynesboro Generals, as they will call up Riley Frost to lead off for the 3rd time to end tonight's game. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a swinging strikeout, and a pop out to left field for the second go-around.
Now batting in the top of the 6th, third baseman number 41, Riley Frost.
So he is looking for his 3rd plate appearance to be a spark for the Generals, who now trail 4-2 to the Cavs. As the pitch comes from Smith, it is through 4 strikes, and nothing. 1 to start things off here for Riley Frost in plate appearance number 3. That one kind of looked like it wanted to tickle the left-hand batter's box, but it was called a strike, and it did look like a strike, just very close. As that one kind of looked like a screwball, but it's called ball. So now it's a ball and a strike coming from Smith to Frost. As Smith readies on the mound, got a 1-1 count coming to the 3rd baseman Frost. Here comes the pitch that's waved on and missed for strike 2. It's now a ball and 2 strikes coming to the 3rd baseman Riley Frost here in plate appearance number 3. The leadoff batter, Riley Frost, for the frame has gone down both times he's come up. As the 1-2 is missed away, it's now a 2-ball and 2-strike count coming to the 3rd baseman Frost. And again, Riley Frost last year played for the Front Royal Cardinals with his brother Connor. Switched between shortstop and 3rd base, I want to say. It was Connor that would switch between 3rd and 1st from what I said earlier. As they will check him through. No, they will not. They will call him out, but Frost wanted the check. Either way, that is out number 1, as he will go down on swinging strikes. for the second time tonight. I was going to say third straight, but that's the next batter, Matthew Menendez, who has gone down swinging twice. So he's looking to get into some statistical let me try that again. Some statistical action. There we go. He's 0 for 2 in the night with 2 swinging strikeouts. As the first pitch comes to him, it is upstairs, ball 1. Count is 1-0 to start things off here for Matthew Menendez, the catcher. In plate appearance number 3, his team trails 4-2. Smith readies on the mound with a 1-0 coming. He sets and deals the 1-0. That one's well away. Almost pinged the batter for ball 2. It's now a 2-0 count coming to Menendez. Two balls and no strikes as Smith readies on the mound. He sets and deals the 2-0. That's upstairs ball 3. Smith needing to calm that ball down in order to keep Menendez where he is instead of putting him 90 feet on first. 3-0 count coming from Smith to Menendez, who is 0 for 2 in the night with 2 strikeouts. Smith deals the 3-0, and that one is through for a strike, so he gets his first strike of the at-bat. Three balls and a strike now coming to from Zach Smith, to Matthew Menendez. As Menendez readies on the, Smith readies on the mound. That's a wave and a miss for strike 2. It's now a 3-ball, 2-strike count now coming to Matthew Menendez. It's Frost, Menendez, and Miller, the three known due up for the Generals this frame. As Smith ready's got a 3-2 coming. Here comes the payoff. It's waved and missed for strike 3. So out number 2 comes on another swinging strikeout. This one coming again to Matthew Menendez for out number 2. As Alex Miller, the right fielder, will come up. He has gotten on base both times he's come up. He singled his first go-around and got on via an error at third his second go-around. So he's looking to keep his on-base percentage alive and technically his hit streak alive since that error doesn't count towards his stats. He starts down in the count, though, off of the foul ball that goes out of play on the Cavaliers' side. Or rather, he is 1 for 2 on the night. So here comes the 0-1. He will wave and miss on that one for strike 2. So now 0-2 coming to the batter, Miller. He steps back into the right-hand batter's box. Smith looking for his signal. He will ready after receiving it. Got an 0-2 coming. Here comes the pitch. Missed just slightly downstairs. Ball 1. 1-2 is the count now coming to the batter, Miller. If you're just joining us, the Cavaliers trailed 2-0 going into the bottom half of the 5th. They now lead 4-2. As the 1-2 comes in, they won't check him, as they will say he didn't complete the swing. Ball 2 is the call. 2-2 is the count coming to Alex Miller. Smith looking for a 1-2-3 inning in any way, shape, or form he can get it. He went from 0-2, and now he's facing 2-2 to the batter, Miller. As he readies back into the right-hand batter's box, Smith readies on the mound after receiving a sign. 2 balls, 2-strike count coming from him. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back. So the count remains where it is at 2-2. Again, the Cavaliers will continue their away stand that was originally supposed to be a 4-game away stand, but due to the weather, this game was supposed to happen last week and got rescheduled to today. The Cavs will travel to Waynesboro tomorrow and then Harrisonburg on Thursday before hosting Newmarket on Friday. And that's a looking strike as it went straight through the strike zone. That's a backwards K, and that's 1-2-3 at the hands of Smith. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, a reminder to check out Mountain Run Winery in your time off. Just close to Mountain Run Lake and just off of Route 29.
Located a mile west of downtown Culpeper, just off Route 29, Mountain Run Winery is set on 36 acres within a larger swath of farmland. With as many as 20 wines produced each year, you would be hard-pressed to find this many quality wines at a winery of our size. We specialize in small batch production of a range of varietals. We have multiple Best in Virginia award-winning wines. For more information, call 703-638-5559 or visit mountainrunwinery.com. Ready to try some of their farm farm to bottle award-winning wines on site? Visit them at 10753 Mountain Run, Lake Road in Culpeper. On-site consumption only offered every Friday through Sunday. Curbside pickup available daily. Call ahead to reserve a time. You must be 21 years or older to indulge. Drink responsibly.
The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, PLLC, can help serve clients with real estate, civil litigation, land use and zoning, creditor rights, business law, and estates and probate. For more information, visit frayhudson.com or call 540-825-0701. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, serving the legal needs of clients in the Piedmont of Virginia for over 40 years. Thank you to the Law Office of Robert C. Hudson for your support of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
The Generals will retire Charlie Doman after an inning and a third, contrary to what I just wrote down for him. They will replace him with Jackson Lucas from Pelham, Alabama, 6 foot, 195-pounder righty-righty senior out of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. As I try to write this down here. So Jackson Lucas will replace Charlie Doman after an inning and a third of work on the mound. Let me just write this down here really quick because I didn't get time to write it down. As I believe he has pitched here at CCHS. I'm not quite sure exactly. But I would bet that he has because I remember calling his name or at least saying his name. As he will finish up warm-up here in just a second. The Cavaliers, in the meantime, will call up Keith Savoy Jr., Connor Mariniak, and David Coppage to be due up for them here in this bottom half of the sixth. The Cavaliers lead 4-2. And what would be amazing is if the Cavaliers can start off hot like they did last time in the fifth with Carter Newman, getting on via a double. And Keith Savoy Jr.'s last outing was a walk. He was a part of a score, though. Besides that, going 0 for 2, he popped out to left field his first go-around and then struck out swinging for his second go-around. Again, his third, he walked, so that one doesn't go towards his stats. So looking for plate appearance number 4 to go towards his stats in a good way if he can get it. Against the new pitcher, Lucas. As he readies in the right-hand batter's box, Lucas readies on the mound, sets and deals the opening pitch of the bottom half of the sixth. That goes upstairs. Ball 1 is the call. 1-0 is the count coming to the left fielder, Keith Savoy Jr. in plate appearance number 4. At bat number 3 if he doesn't walk. As the 1-0 comes in, it misses as well. This one will go 2-0 to the left fielder, Savoy. Savoy is a junior out of Georgetown, and in fact, the last time Waynesboro came here, he hit 2 home runs worth 5 runs as he fouls that one away, which helped the Cavaliers pick up the momentum they needed to go into the bottom half of the ninth, but unfortunately, only 2 runs were scored, 3 were needed to tie, and 4 were needed to win that game. As the 2-1 comes in, that one is through as a looking strike, and now 2-ball, 2-strike count now coming to the left fielder, Keith Savoy Jr. Back-to-back plate appearances in between frames. He was the second batter due up in the 5th. Again, he walked that time. He now faces 2-2 as the pitch comes in. It misses ball 3. So a payoff coming in crunch time for the leadoff batter for the frame, Savoy. He needs to get on if he wants to help keep the Cavs alive. As the Cavs only lead by 2 now. Here comes the payoff that is fouled away out of play. If just joining us, the Cavaliers trailed 2-0 going into the bottom half of the last inning. They now lead 4-2 after a rather great offensive frame from them. As the payoff number 2 comes in, that'll be close to pinging him, but not quite as he shifts out of the way. He will take another 90-foot walk of fame. It's the second straight, so he stays 0 for 2 on the night with Connor Mariniak coming up to the plate for the Cavs. He singled his last time around and his first time around, but popped out to right in the middle, sitting 2 for 3 on the night. So looking to keep his hit streak, or rather add to his now hit streak. He was also one of the 4 Cavs to score. Scoring last time were Newman, Savoy, Mariniak, and Fitzwater. As the first pitch comes in, it will miss low and away near Mariniak. For ball 1, 1-0 is the count. Keith Savoy Jr. standing on first following the payoff walk. Here comes the 1-0 that is missed upstairs for ball 2. The count is now 2-0 coming to the batter, Mariniak. Two balls and no strikes coming from Lucas to Mariniak with Keith Savoy Jr. on first. Here comes the pitch. And it was a ball, and it kind of looked like, or at least the reason why I paused, because I thought the ball hit him for a second, but it must have just looked like that, at least to me. 3-0 is the count coming to Mariniak as it's dealt from Lucas. Close but no cigar, but 90-foot walk of fame in order for Mariniak, as that's 2 straight walks now given up by Jackson Lucas. And that'll call up David Coppage to the plate for the Cavs. He's cold coming into this 4th plate appearance. Lined out to third, 5-3, and then popped out at first. He's now got runners on first and second in the form of Mariniak and Savoy Jr. with no outs on the board in this bottom half of the 6th. His team leads 4-2. Contrary to when he came up last time, he was trailing 2-0. First pitch is through for a strike, and rather a beautiful strike as it looked to go a little bit low. So 0-1 is the count coming from Lucas to Savoy, or excuse me, not Savoy. I don't know why I said Savoy, to Coppage, rather. Here comes the 0-1, and that one is through as well. Strike 2 is the call, 0-2 is the count. Question is, will we see David Coppage pick up a little bit of steam here, as he is 0 for 3 on the night? Lucas Reddy's on the mound, got an 0-2 coming with runners on first and second. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lined out foul, though. If it stayed fair, it would have hit the fence easily if it didn't go over it. Good thing for Mariniak, or not Mariniak, excuse me. I'm doing it again. Coppage. My apologies. Coppage. His count stays where it is. He stays alive. 0-2 count as Lucas sets. Got runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. Missed close for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now coming to David Coppage, the third baseman, who is, again, 0 for 3 on the night. Mariniak on first, Savoy on second. As Lucas looks back to second, nobody home that can play on a double take. Here comes the pitch. He will wave and miss on that one for a forwards K. That's the first out of the inning. As Reese Beeler comes up to the plate for the Cavs.
Designated hitter, number 7, Reese Beeler.
Beeler came into his last plate appearance 0 for 0. And then popped out to center on a sacrifice. I want to say it did bring Newman home, or I take that back. It did because he was standing on third. That makes so much sense, doesn't it? So he looks to get into the hit column if he doesn't walk again. As the first pitch comes in of the at-bat, that's well away for ball 1. 1-0 is the count coming to the DH, Reese Beeler. Cavs have runners on first and second. It is Connor Mariniak and Keith Savoy Jr. respectively on first and second. As Jackson Lucas sets with a 1-0 coming from him, he looks back to second and will deal the 1-0. That one goes through, and the throw back to second is not in time, but it is close. But again, close but no cigar, as Reese Beeler now faces an even count at a ball and a strike coming from Jackson Lucas, who again was subbed in the middle of the inning. 1-1 coming as Lucas looks back to second. Here comes the pitch in the meantime. That's fouled. I blanked there for a second. I was going to say down the third base line, but not. You could say it paralleled, but it didn't go straight parallel. So a ball and 2 strikes now coming to Reese Beeler, who is struggling in the hit column, but he has gotten on base twice off of 2 walks. As Lucas looks down to receive his sign, he now readies after receiving it. 1-2 coming to Reese Beeler. And here comes the pitch. Outside ball 2. So the count now evens at a 2-ball, 2-strike count coming to the DH Beeler. As the shortstop Ujima shifted over to second to try and signal he wanted to make a play there last time, but he didn't get the play. As the 2-2 comes in, very close to Beeler, and the count now fills. Unless my score sheet is wrong, this is the 3rd time that Reese Beeler has faced a payoff tonight. My goodness, and 2 of those were walks. Or 2 of those resulted in walks, to amend my words, as that one is fouled away. So the count stays where it is, 3 balls and 2 strikes coming to Reese Beeler. With runners on first and second, it is Connor Mariniak on first and Keith Savoy Jr. on second. Grayson Fitzwater will come up if need be. Granted, if a double play isn't made in the process, as there is only 1 out on the board, but it is possible with runners on first and second that a double play could be converted. Not saying I want that to happen, but not saying that can't happen either. As the payoff number 2 comes in, it's waved on and missed for strike 3. So Beeler goes down on a forward's K. His first out at the plate, as Grayson Fitzwater will come up. He's 1 for 3, it appears, with a single the last time around. He came across the plate that time as well. Struck out swinging his second go-around and went 2-3 his first go-around. So he's looking to keep that hit streak alive here with runners on first and second to possibly bring Keith Savoy Jr. from second to home, or at least advance him to third if he can, as the first pitch is through on a strike. That was a beautifully placed pitch, in my opinion, because it looked like it wanted to edge the strike zone on, from this angle, the left side. As an 0-1 will start Grayson Fitzwater. That has popped up into left, chasing up Forchick, and he will make the catch to retire the side. So the Cavs will strand Savoy and Mariniak. As we go into the top half of the 7th, Cavs lead 4-7 here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'll return to you in just a moment.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves students in 34 high schools, 40 middle schools, and 1 university, totaling over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org. Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We are proud that our trade partners have worked with us for many years and understand the quality and pride we expect in each and every home we build. This dedication to quality construction has made us part of the bedrock of this community. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, build with certainty.
As Smith's warm-ups will round to a close here, it is a 4-2 ball game in the favor of the Culpeper Cavaliers, as the Generals will start the top of the 7th with their original leadoff batter, Jason Brown, who in my stat sheet is 1 for 3 with a single in the second. He popped out the second, the first go-around, and struck out swinging. His third go-around hasn't had action since the 4th inning. As he steps into the right-hand batter's box, Smith readies on the mound. Or rather, he readies now. And will deal the opening pitch of the 7th frame. That is through on a strike. From this angle, at least, I just about missed where Paul caught because I have a screen in my way because I am sitting down for once. It looked like that ball went a little low, but it's called strike, so 0-1 to start things off here for Brown as the 0-1 comes in. That one will go downstairs a little too far for ball 1. Now the count is even at 1-1 for the center fielder, Jason Brown. If you're just joining us, it's a 4-2 ball game in the favor of the Cavaliers now, who trailed up until the bottom of the 5th. As the 1-1 comes in, it goes well upstairs. Ball 2 is the call, and now Brown will face an up count on the next one, 2 balls and a strike. Brown has led off, or rather, Brown led off in the first. Hasn't done it yet until now again, as he will pop that one. It looks to go out of play foul. It's going to be close at the fence, and my goodness, that was close to that young lady on the blanket. She had to have been finger length from getting knocked in the head by that ball. My goodness. Folks, when you hear the golden words, heads up, look up. you might find that baseball coming close to you like that young lady just did down there. As it goes up again, almost in the same spot. This time there was nobody there. 2 balls and 2 strikes now coming from Smith to Brown. If you're just joining us, it's a 4-2 ball game in the favor of the Cavaliers. 2 straight foul balls from Jason Brown leaving the ballpark. It's a 2-2 count coming from Smith to Brown as he readies on the mound. Here comes the 2-2 that is fouled again, straight back out of play. So the count remains 2-2, and that's a new sound effect. Count remains 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now coming from Zach Smith to Jason Brown. Here comes the pitch. Well outside, and Brown had to duck to avoid being hit by it. As the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the payoff comes from Smith. He sets up on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Out of play again. This one way far. If that would have been straight in the ballpark, that would have been gone by a mile.
And all those foul balls means those are all chances to return those to the concession stand for free lollipops.
So payoff number 2 coming from Smith to Brown here, as Brown is getting his money's worth on this plate appearance. I haven't said that much tonight. As Smith readies on the mound with a payoff coming. Here comes the pitch. Pinged him in the back, ball 4. Either way, it's an HBP. It's the first HBP, I want to say, of the game, as well for Smith, if you will.
Number 24, Julian.
So Jason Brown gets on via the 90-foot Walk of Fame with a little bit of a dent in his right side. As Julian Ujima comes up to the plate for the Generals. Or they got a completely new batter. Thank you, coaching staff, for keeping me on my toes. It's Vince Sabatino, Fairmont, West Virginia native, 5'11", 190-pounder righty-righty junior out of Fairmont State University. He will step into the right-hand batter's box and play resumes. Ball 1 on the first pitch of the game to him. So 1-0 is the count coming to Vince Sabatino for his first plate appearance. Smith deals the 1-0. That is upstairs ball 2. Or rather, they'll call it a strike, but the the throw to second, rather, is not in time. So it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count now coming to Vince Sabatino. That pitch was called a strike, even though it did kind of look a little high to me. Granted, I don't have the best eyesight, so it could have looked beautiful, and I would have said it would have been up high. As the 1-1 comes in and misses well downstairs. Ball 2 is the call. 2-1 is the count coming to Vince Sabatino. The new batter in the lineup, replacing Julian Ujima after 3 appearances. Smith readies on the mound with a 2-ball, 1-strike count now coming. He's got a runner on second in the form of the leadoff batter Brown, as that's tipped and fouled away at the backstop. It's now a 2-2 count coming to the batter Sabatino. Cavs lead 4-2 after a great bottom of the 5th offensively. Smith readies on the mound, got a 2-2 coming. Here comes the pitch. That one is through on a looking strike, so Sabatino goes down on his first pitch. It's a backwards K if you're scoring at home for the first out. I did not mean to hit that button. My apologies, as Braden Forchek will come up to the plate. I've got him 1 for 3 on the night with a single his first go-around, then popped out to left and short his second and third go-around. Runner on second is Jason Brown after being hit by the pitch on a 3-2. Here comes the pitch in the meantime to Forchek. That is through for a strike, so now they want to start things off here for Forchek in plate appearance number 4. He's looking to get back into the hit column for the first time since the first inning. 0-1 coming from Smith as he readies on the mound, looks back at second. Nobody home to make the play. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Grounded, fielded it short. They will make the flip to first. It will be in time for the out, it appears. So out number 2 is recorded as forecheck will go down on a 6-3 play for out number 2. And Anthony Lamar, the first baseman, will come up.
Anthony Lamar.
I've got him 1 for 3, counting the error at third base in the 5th inning. Doubled his first go around, and that was part of an RBI. Then went 6-3, and again the error. As Smith looks back to second, he will ready and deal the opening pitch of the at-bat. That one is through for a strike. Beautiful fastball, and I don't know why I hit ball in the meantime. It's a strike. 0-1 to start things off here for Anthony Lamar, and plate appearance number 4 on the night. He's looking to get back into the hit column as well for the first time since the first inning. Here comes the 0-1 from Smith. That's upstairs. Ball 1. The count now evens at a ball and a strike. Coming to the first baseman, Lamar. Generals have Jason Brown on second. As Smith readies on the mound, got a 1-1 coming. He'll look back to second, but deal the pitch. That one is beautifully through. I don't know if my eyes deceived me or if I just saw that completely wrong, but that kind of looked like a off speed. As the 1-ball, 2-strike count is set from Smith, he will deal it as the runner wanted to advance but stopped, and it, in fact, was a good choice to stop as he would be going back regardless off the foul ball. And if there's anybody watching in the ballpark, bring Kenny Jackson a baseball. He wants a lollipop. 1 ball and 2 strikes now coming. Here comes the pitch. That's well outside, and Paul makes the stop in front of him, but he can't catch the ball as Brown rounds to third. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count now coming to the batter, Anthony Lamar. As Smith readies on the mound, got a 2-2 coming with a runner definitely in scoring position. Here comes the pitch. Just about, no, it will stay, no, just about. Hold on a second. Where did that land? Did that land on the fence? Or it land? Okay, so it landed on or right near the dugout. Either way, the count remains where it is at 2-2. 2-ball, 2-strike count now coming from Smith to the batter, Anthony Lamar, with Jason Brown on third. He got on via the HBP on a payoff. Smith receiving his signal from the catcher, Paul. He now readies with a 2-ball, 2-strike count now coming. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs, but it'll be ball 3. That's 3 balls, and it appeared that Lamar lost track of the count. He thought that was ball 4, but in fact, no, that is only a full count. So he will have to put his gear back on for the payoff. Jason Brown, the man on third for the Generals. He got on via the HBP and then rounded around the bags, and now he is in scoring position. So it's also worth mentioning that Lamar is the tying run. With a payoff, we'll see what Zach Smith can do here. As he readies on the mound, got a payoff coming. He sets and deals the payoff. It's bouncing ball, fielded at short. The play at first is in time for the out, so it stops the run from scoring. Excuse me, as the Cavaliers keep the Generals scoreless here through the 7th inning. It's a 4-2 ball game in the favor of the Cavaliers. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, we'll return to you right after this.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food, real good.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. More than 1.2 million Rotarians belong to more than 32,000 Rotary clubs located in over 200 countries. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. Rotarians develop community service projects that address many of today's most critical issues, such as children at risk, poverty and hunger, the environment, illiteracy, and violence. They also support programs for youth, educational opportunities, and international exchanges for students, teachers, and other professionals, and vocational and career development. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
As Jackson Lucas's warm-ups have rounded out for this bottom half of the seventh, the Cavaliers lead 4-2 here at CCHS over the visiting Waynesboro Generals, as the Generals sent up 4 batters and took 3 of them back after Jason Brown got on via the HBP off the payoff pitch. The Cavaliers, in the meantime, will call up Jaden Sheffield to lead things off, the right fielder. Sheffield looking to get into the hit column after he struck out looking his first go-around, popped out to left his second go-around, and got on via a wild pitch his third go-around that I missed somehow. As the first pitch comes in, it's missed for ball 1, so 1-0 is the count to start things off here for Jaden Sheffield. So contrary to what I had, he did single. Thank you, Andrew. 1-0 is the count in the meantime. Here comes the pitch. That is popped up. Looks to be playable at second. Reading is Ramirez. He will make the catch. So Sheffield's hit streak goes down after he pops out to 4, if you're keeping it in the books. As the catcher, Alonzo Paul Jr. will come up to the plate. In my stat sheet, and I kind of feel like I'm wrong, but I'm not sure, he's gotten on via 2 errors. Error at short the first time, error at second the second time. That was in the second and third at-bats, but popped out to center his first time around. So sitting, I'm not even going to try, 0 for whatever. 0 for 3 is what the score will say, as he fouls the first one away out of play. 0-1 is the count. So no balls and 1 strike coming to Alonzo Paul Jr. from Jackson Lucas. Here comes the pitch. That one's through as a strike looking, so now 0-2 will go onto the resume of Alonzo Paul at the plate. Following Paul will be Serrano for the last of the 3 due up. As the 0-2 is missed upstairs, ball 1. So Paul gets his first one to go by that he wants to go by. It's a ball and 2 strikes now coming from Lucas to Alonzo Paul Jr. As Lucas sets and deals the 1-2. That pings him on the elbow, so he will get on via the HBP, take that 90-foot walk of fame with a dent. Alonzo Paul. So Ethan Serrano will come up with a man on base. 1 out down in this bottom half of the 7th. Cavs lead, my apologies, 4-2. Serrano has walked twice, according to my stat sheet, and struck out swinging once. So he sits 0 for 1 with 2 walks on the night, as I just repeat myself pretty much. He steps in the right-hand batter's box. Play will resume once the pitch is thrown from Lucas. A runner on first is Alonzo Paul Jr. for the Cavs. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. 1-0 is the call, or 1-0 is the count, coming to the second baseman, Ethan Serrano. He's looking to get the bat hot here, as he hasn't made much of any contact with the baseball tonight, as the 1-0 comes in and it looks to miss. It does for ball 2. Count is now 2-0 coming to the second baseman, Ethan Serrano. As Lucas looking to receive his signal from his catcher. Looks back to first and readies after receiving his signal. Got a 2-0 coming. Here comes the pitch. That was a beautiful pitch for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. I was about to say 1 ball, 2 strikes, but other way around. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is upstairs, ball 3. So the count is now 3-1 coming to Serrano. Runner on first is Alonzo Paul after being hit by the pitch on a 1-2 count. Here comes the 3-1 to the batter Serrano, and that'll be a ball 4. So Serrano will take a 90-foot walk of fame, and Paul will round to second off of it, as Carter Newman will come back up to the plate.
That will bring up the center field. Carter Newman.
Newman has appeared, or rather, let me rephrase my words, appeared twice in the 5th. So in my book, he's appearing for the 3rd straight time, but he technically isn't, as he did make an appearance in the 6th. First pitch to him in the meantime is through for a strike, so nothing at 1 to start things off here for Carter Newman in plate appearance number 5 on the night. Runners on first and second are Alonzo Paul Jr. on second and Ethan Serrano on first. As Lucas looks back to second, here comes the 0-1 that misses for ball 1. The count now evens at a 1-ball, 1-strike count to the center fielder. So if all goes right for the Cavs, Keith Savoy Jr. will come up to the plate. As Lucas deals the 1-1 that is through 4 strikes, and now a ball and 2 strikes will come to the center fielder Newman on the next one. Lucas looking to receive his sign from his catcher. He does, and Reddy's on the mound with a 1-2 count. He looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play. Here comes the 1-2 count. That gets away from the catcher. Will be a ball. Couldn't quite tell if it bounced or just got away. It did, in fact, bounce, so it will be signaled as a wild pitch. So it's a 2-2 count now coming to Carter Newman with runners on now second and third, 1, possibly 2 in scoring position. Alonzo Paul Jr. on third and Ethan Serrano on second. Carter Newman looking for his second hit, and that would be detrimental to Waynesboro right now. However, he will swing and miss through that one for strike 3, so out number 2 is recorded. Off of the original leadoff batter, it's a forwards K, if you will, for out number 2. As the left fielder, Keith Savoy Jr. will come up to the plate. He is hitless on the night, but has walked 2 straight times. Struck out swinging his second time and popped out to left in his first. Needs a base hit to extend the Cavalier lead with Alonzo Paul Jr. on third and Ethan Serrano now on second. First pitch is through for a strike, so nothing in 1 to start things off here for Savoy in his 5th plate appearance of the night. No balls and 1 strike as Lucas sets and deals the 0-1 pitch. That one's through for a strike as well. It's now 0-2 coming to the left fielder. Keith Savoy Jr. looking for his first hit of the night, and if it comes now, that would be good for the Cavs as they've got runners on second and third, as that one will miss for ball 1. Count is now a ball and 2 strikes for Keith Savoy Jr. The final from Woodstock, 9-4 in the meantime, is he will go, tried to check swing, but didn't quite go. But the out at first will be made, so it is a K3 on the record of Keith Savoy Jr. He stays hitless going through 7. As the side retires, we go into the 8th inning, a 4-2 Cavalier lead. Back with you in just a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. We'd like to hear a word from our sponsors at the Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves students in 34 high schools, 40 middle schools, and 1 university, totaling over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
Design Options Incorporated is a proud supporter of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. At Design Options, we provide architectural services for custom drawn residential and commercial plans at a reasonable cost. We provide architectural services for custom house plans, commercial projects, renovation and additions, and garages, barns, and stables. We pride ourselves in helping every client design their project to perfectly fit their needs. Our finished product is a construction plan guaranteed to meet the permit requirements of Virginia. To get in touch with us today, today, call 540-825-4656 or visit their website at designoptionsinc.com.
So after I have a little bit of a goof, Zach Smith is out. After, I'm not even going to try the math right now. Tyler Legier coming up for his first stint on the mound tonight. Well, why would it be his first stint? His stint on the mound tonight. There we go. As he finishes warm-ups here in just a moment. The Generals will lead off with not Anthony Lamar. He was the last batter. Sean Shelley, who I have 1 for 2 on the night with a looking strikeout and a home run. He walked his last time out. That was in the 5th. So he's getting his starting action for the first time in 2 frames as he comes to lead off in the 8th. Again, sitting a 1 for 2 coming into this 4th plate appearance on the night.
Now pitching for the Cavaliers from Lipscomb, number 17, Tyler Legier.
As I'm trying to figure out exactly what my math is. I'm going to say 2 1/3 go on Zach if my math serves me right. As Tyler Legier coming up to start this top half of the 8th. Here comes the opening pitch to Sean Shelley that misses for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes coming to the batter, Sean Shelley, on the next pitch. Again, he's 1 for 2, technically keeping his hit streak alive as he walked the last time. But he homered in the 3rd as he waves through that one and gets nothing but air in return for strike 1. So a ball and a strike now coming to the batter, Sean Shelley. And that one misses away, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now coming to the batter, Shelley. Shelley coming into the game 14 for 41. That's a 341, so I'd say roughly like a 337 now. As that one is up in the air in the direction of right. I want to say that was the second baseman, Serrano, to make the catch. Either way, the catch is made and confirmed it is Serrano. Don't know why I touched first there. For out number 1, it's a pop out to 4 if you're scoring at home. As Luis Ramirez, the second baseman, will come up. He is ice cold coming into this plate appearance. He's popped out to left, 6-3, and then popped out to first. So he's looking for his first bit of action since the 5th to start good as he waves through that one and gets nothing but air in return for strike 1. Nothing in 1 to start things off here for Luis Ramirez in plate appearance number 4 as Legier readies on the mound. Here comes the 0-1 from him as that's tipped and fouled back. Strike 2 is the call. Nothing in 2 is the count coming to the second baseman, Ramirez. Legier readies on the mound. Got an 0-2 coming from him to the batter, Luis Ramirez. Here comes the pitch that is grounded. It'll be fielded by Serrano. The flip to first is just about in time for out number 2. So Ramirez doesn't keep a pop-out streak. He rather goes 4-3 this time for the second out as Riley Frost will come up to the plate. Word of the wise, his first time coming up, not leading off. He led off every time he had a plate appearance, and now he's coming up as the 3rd batter. First pitch to him is missed for ball 1, so 1-0 is the count coming to the batter, Riley Frost, who is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 swinging strikeouts and a pop-out to left in between them. Faces a 1-0 from Legier. Here comes the pitch. That one's missed upstairs as well. This one, ball 2. 2-0 is the count now coming to the batter, Frost. Frost, like a couple other Generals, excuse me, is looking to get on the hit column here, especially late in this game where they trail 4-2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one's through as a strike. So now it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count now coming to Riley Frost. He faces the first one go by that he needs to put some action into as Legier readies on the mound with a 2-1 count coming. Here comes the pitch. That one's through as another strike, so 2 straight strikes make it a 2-0 to a 2-2. cruising to crushing Riley Frost right now, as he steps back into the right-hand batter's box on a 2-ball, 2-strike count coming as Legier readies on the mound. Here comes the pitch that is weaved and missed for strike 3, and that retires the side as Frost goes down on strikes. It's a forwards K if you're scoring at home, and that'll do it for the 8th. Cavaliers lead 4-2 going into the bottom half of the inning. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, we'll return to you in just a moment after hearing a word from our friends at Culpeper Battlefield Tours.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpepperbattlefieldtours.com. With more than 50 years of providing Culpeper and the surrounding areas with top-quality building supplies, Cherry Street Building Supply is your trusted resource for all projects. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, we give you the attention you simply don't get at the big box stores. Our helpful staff is very knowledgeable with more than 150 years of combined experience in the field. Visit Cherry Street Building Supply at 1418 Orange Road or online at cherrystbuildingsupply.com or call 540-825-0397. See us at Cherry Street Building Supply for all your building supply needs.
All Install, your local Generac backup generator dealer, is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Since 2004, All Install has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price for the consumer. We offer free, in-home estimates, annual maintenance contracts, as well as service for all our customers' generator needs. Our Generac trained and certified technicians are friendly and knowledgeable and always ready to serve. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. For more information, visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need.
The Generals will retire Jackson Lucas after my math says 2. I feel like I'm wrong, so I'll quickly check that. Nope, I'm right, it's 2. As Tyler Cerrone will relieve for the Generals now, a Midland Park, New Jersey native, 5'9", 170-pound right-handed pitcher, a senior out of New Jersey's Institute of Technology. And while we have this time, I'd like to take a look around the Valley League really quick. 9-4, the final score from Woodstock. The River Bandits victorious over the Winchester Royals. Final from Ben Crosby Stadium. The homestanding Cardinals go down 11-1 at the hands of the Harrisonburg Turks. And a final from Charlottesville. Charlottesville falling to the Newmarket Rebels 3-1. And right now it's a 4-2 ball game in the top of the 8th in the favor of the homestanding Culpeper Cavaliers over the visiting Waynesboro Generals. Speaking of the Culpeper Cavaliers, we go back to the Cavalier lineup. As Savoy Jr. ended the 7th, Connor Mariniak will start the 8th at the plate as he steps into the right-hand batter's box, and Cerrone will ready on the mound for his stint on the mound this evening, as he will get Mariniak to wave through that one and get nothing but air in return for strike 1. So nothing I want to start things off here for Connor Mariniak in plate appearance number 5. If you want to look at it that way, Mariniak has a hit streak, but he has a walk in between it. As strike 2, comes in. It's an 0-2 count now coming. So here comes the 0-2, as that is fouled back. Count stays where it is, 0-2. Mariniak singled in the 5th, and it was part of one of the scores that the Cavaliers have, then walked in the 6th, but only got to first. 0-2 count now out of his favor as Cerrone readies on the mound. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. As lifted into left, chasing up the center, or excuse me, the left fielder, my apologies, but that will get past him. Mariniak will round to third, and it will not be a close play as that throw is off target. So he will get to third. I'm going to say single and the extra bags were off of the left fielder Forchick. So Mariniak standing on third. 2 singles now on the night as David Coppage will come up to the plate for the Cavs. He is 0 for 4 coming into this plate appearance. Lined out to third, went 5-3, popped out to first, and then struck out swinging. He's got a man on third, so he needs to get a base hit or a sacrifice hit to get him in. As the first pitch is a strike. Nothing one to start things off here for David Coppage in plate appearance number 5 in a game where he has been ice cold up until this point. So here comes the 0-1 from Cerrone. That's waved on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 now coming from Cerrone to Coppage. Tyler Cerrone subbed in the middle of the frame after replacing Jackson Lucas after 2 complete. Cerrone readies on the mound with an 0-2 coming. He's got Mariniak on third. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away on the Cavalier side of the field, out of play. So the count is 0-2 coming to Coppage. Coppage playing at third for the Cavs tonight. As Lucas readies on the mound. Again, 0-2 coming. Here comes the pitch as that one is fouled down the third base line and will go more towards the dugout. So 2 straight foul balls keep David Coppage alive here with a 0-2 count. As Cerrone readies on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. So Coppage gets the first one to go by that he would like to go by. It's a ball and 2 strikes now coming on the next pitch from the new pitcher, Cerrone. One ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. That's popped up. Being read by Ramirez at second. He will make the catch for out number 1. And Mariniak will not tag from third. He will stay. So it is a pop out to 4 if you're counting it in the books. That's out number 1 as the designated hitter, Reese Beeler, will come up. 0 for 2 on the night with 2 walks. He sacrificed a lift out to center field and then struck out swinging his last go-around in the 6th. Can possibly bring Mariniak home if he can get a good enough base hit. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat that is missed away for ball 1. My apologies, I forgot to reset the count. So 1-0 is the count coming to Beheeler. Cerrone readies on the mound, got a 1-0 coming with Mariniak on third. Here comes the pitch. That's missed away, ball 2. Now a 2-0 count coming to the batter, Reese Beeler. Connor Mariniak, the lone Cavalier on base, he stands on third after a misread ball in left field is the best way I can describe that. 2-0 missed for ball 3. So Beeler faces a complete ball count here. 3-0 with Connor Mariniak on third. It's a 4-2 ball game in the favor of the Cavs as Cerrone readies on the mound and sets. Here comes the 3-0, and that one is through for a strike. So Beeler faces 3-1 on the next one after his plate appearance will be extended just a little bit more. 1 pitch away from being walked as a 3-1 comes from Cerrone on the next one. He sets and deals it. It's waved on and missed for strike 2, and now it's a full count. Beeler, it seems, in this game has faced nothing but full counts. According to my stat sheet, this is his 4th. In fact, every time it appeared, no, my apologies, his 3rd plate appearance, he didn't have a full count. As he fouls that one away, count stays where it is, 3-2. 4 out of the now 5 plate appearances, to rephrase my words from a second ago, have been full counts. 2 of them have been walks so far. Here comes the payoff from Cerrone that is waved on and missed for strike 3. So Beeler will go down on a swinging strike. And that's out number 2 on a forwards K. as the first baseman, Grayson Fitzwater, will come up to the plate. He's got a single on the night, but hasn't done much anything else. Went 2-3 his first time out. Swung and missed for strike 3 his second time out, and then popped out to left his fourth time out. He did score the time he singled in the fifth. He was one of those 4 runs to come in. Cavaliers trying to get Mariniak to come home as the first pitch to the new batter. Fitzwater is up and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on the record for Fitzwater for this plate appearance so far.
It has been returned to the press box.
As Cerrone receives his sign, Reddy's on the mound, 1-0 count with Mariniak on third. Here comes the pitch. That one's missed ball 2. Two balls and no strikes coming to Fitzwater. Again, Fitzwater singled in the fifth and was actually the last Cavalier to cross the plate in that inning. So here comes the 2-0 that is waved on and missed for strike 1. So now a 2-ball and 1 strike count coming to Fitzwater. Again, the Cavaliers need to bring Connor Mariniak home. There are 2 outs on the board in this bottom half of the 8th. The Cavs lead. So here comes the 2-1 that's waved on and missed for strike 2. And now the count even to 2-2. So Fitzwater went from a 2-0 to a 2-2 in basically the blink of an eye. To extend this lead, he needs to continue his at-bat or get a hit. As the 2-2 comes in, he will wave at that one and get nothing but air in return to retire the side. So the Cavaliers will strand Connor Mariniak on third. As we go into the top of the 9th, Cavs lead 4-3. Cavs need the pitching to come out of the gates hot as we go into the top half of the 9th, my apologies. Cavs lead 4-2.
Bragg's Corner Properties is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Located just off major highways Route 29 bypass, routes 3, 15, and 17, yet close to shopping centers within town limits such as Culpeper Colonnade and the Center at Culpeper, Bragg's Corner offers a great place for an entrepreneur to start a business or for an existing business to expand or relocate. Bragg's Corner is home to some of your favorite national chains and some of the finest small businesses in the area. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success.
With over 30 years experience, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated offers Culpeper and surrounding counties top-notch services in modular construction, remodeling, additions, site work, and driveways. Pick one of our floor plans to customize, or bring us your plan. We are authorized builders for nationwide homes. For more information, contact Settle Excavating and Construction by phone at 540-547-2898 or visit us online at settleconstruction.com.
Cavaliers need the defense to show up here to end this ball game and pick up their second home win of this 2023 season. As Tyler Regier will be the man to start on the mound if he can stay on the mound as well. As the Generals will call up their original 8th batter on the lineup, Matthew Menendez, the catcher. No, they got a new one, my apologies. I just noticed as I said his name. It's a new batter. And if I can take a second, in the meantime, it's a 1-0 count. It's going to be Brandon Parks. Hampton, Virginia native, 6 foot, 185-pound lefty, junior out of George Mason. Will ground that one to third. The flip to first is in time. So on a 1-0, he will go 5-3 for the first out. So that'll bring up Alex Miller, the right fielder. Miller singled his first go around. Got on via an error the second and then looked at one go by for strike 3 the third time around as the first pitch comes in and it's through the strike zone for strike 1. 0-1 to start things off here for Alex Miller in plate appearance number 4 on the night. Here comes the 0-1 from Legier. That one is upstairs, ball 1. 1-1 count coming to the right fielder and 9th batter in the original lineup. Cavs need to get him out and then the next one out to save this ball game. And what a catch from the third baseman. My goodness, Coppage picking up the great play at third base. And although he's had a couple of errors tonight, that kind of makes up for it. That was a beautiful grab at third. So there are now 2 outs on the board in this top half of the 9th. The Generals will go with Jason Brown. First pitch is not checked, as they will say he cut through enough at the plate. Strike 1 is the call. 0-1 is the count for Jason Brown. So Legier ready's on the mound. Got an 0-1 coming. Need one more out. Here comes the pitch. Wave and nothing but error on return. Strike 2, 0-2. 1 strike away from their second home win are the Cavaliers. Tyler Legier on the mound. Jason Brown at the plate. Ready's in the right-handed batter's box. Legier ready's on the mound. Got an 0-2. Here comes the pitch. And it pinged him on the left side. So that is 2 straight hit-bys, and this one will send him down. He will slam that helmet down, and my goodness, he has a good reason to do so. We hope nothing but the best for him, as he is in pain right now. So he will go to first off of the HBP, a 90-foot walk of fame with a little bit of a shiner on that left side. So he has gotten hit twice now in a row, as Vince Sabatino will come back up to the plate for his second time tonight. He looked at one go by for strike 3 the last time, and he will swing on the first one. 0-1 to start things off here for Sabatino in plate appearance number 2 on the evening. Cavs are 1 out away from winning their second home game. Or rather, let me rephrase that, their second home win. As Brown pushes to second, it's a 1-1 count. Legier deals the 1-1. That curves outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike coming to Vince Sabatino on the next one, with Jason Brown on second now. Legier looks back to second. Nobody home. Here comes the 2-1. That's well outside and gets past Paul. Brown will round to third. I don't even think it touched his glove is the problem, too. So that was definitely a wild pitch, as it's now 3 balls and a strike, as I missed the button, I guess. Here comes the 3-1. They will, no need to check him, as it went through beautifully for strike 2, and now it's a full count with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, tying run at the plate. Here comes the payoff from Legier. Waved and missed for strike 3, and that'll do it as the Cavs pick up their second win of the season. A 4-2 win over the Generals. Revenge stop number whatever. A 13-12 win for the Generals here has been taken down as the Cavaliers got their revenge. A 4-2 win here at Culpeper County High School. We take a sideline here in the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. Back with you in a few moments for our quick post-game coverage here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Integrity Automotive proudly provides expert auto and light truck repair and maintenance services to customers of the Culpeper and Locust Grove areas. With the help of Integrity Automotive, it has never been easier or more convenient to keep your car or truck in top shape. We also take the time to explain every job and always provide you with an estimate in advance. You can be assured that our technicians have been trained to repair your vehicle, old and new alike, the very first time. And we always use the right parts for your vehicle. We are a full-service shop and can handle both your basic requirements and your ultimate performance needs. From batteries to brakes to tune-ups, let us make sure your vehicle is reliable and safe. Visit your local Integrity Automotive of Culpeper at 902 South Main Street. Call Integrity Automotive at 540-727-8034 or visit them online at integrityautovA.com. Integrity Automotive, yesterday's values, today's technology.
Cedar Mountain Stone is a full-service aggregate supplier providing all sizes of VDOT-approved aggregates. Over the years, Cedar Mountain Stone has expanded their product lines to include specialized products such as stream restoration materials, security products, high-quality topsoil, and biofilter materials. The Mitchell's Quarry is located near Culpeper, 6 miles south of the intersection of routes 29 and 3. For more information or to find the right product for your next project, call 540-825-3370 or visit cedarmountainstone.com. Cedar Mountain Stone is a Dalrymple company.
Thrivent is a Fortune 500 diversified financial services organization providing advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity programs and solutions so people can make the most of all they've been given. It's our mission that makes us unique. At Thrivent, our goal is to help Christians be wise with money and live generously. This means we have a different mindset about finances. As a financial associate, Gretchen Franti, who is your local Thrivent financial associate, will work with you to provide comprehensive financial guidance that reflects your goals and values. Whether it is helping you with college planning, retirement income planning, or protecting loved ones, together we can develop a financial strategy that helps your money work for you. Call Gretchen's office in Rixieville at 540-937-3525 to learn more or schedule a meeting time.
Founded in 1951, the Supply Room has grown to be the second largest independent office furniture and supplies dealer in the United States and the largest in the Commonwealth of Virginia. A third-generation family-owned and operated business, our mission is to provide competitive prices, superior service, and innovative solutions to our customers' problems. The Supply Room offers extraordinary customer service, fast and free shipping, customized solutions, and a commitment to community involvement. For more information about your local office supply dealer, visit thesupplyroom.com or call 800-849-7239 toll-free.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We are proud that our trade partners have worked with us for many years and understand the quality and pride we expect in each and every home we build. This dedication to quality construction has made us part of the bedrock of this community. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, build with certainty.
This is the post-game show, live on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Cavaliers are victorious over the Waynesboro Generals here at Culpeper County High School for their second home win of the 2023 slate. And actually a win that Kenny Jackson got to witness. We thought he was bad luck, but tonight that myth has been busted as the Cavaliers pick up their second home win on the season over the Waynesboro Generals, a revenge stop tour for them as well. And as we take a brief post-game segment, like I said, brief, I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can so I can preserve whatever voice I have left. Again, before I start, I'm going to say thank you to everyone for sticking around and dealing with my gaffes and my mess-ups, and especially more now because with my voice starting to go and my throat hurting as bad as what it does, I appreciate everybody for not slandering me and whatnot. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for not saying this guy sucks tonight. Appreciate it. Let's get into the post-game segment. So the Cavaliers appear to improve to 7-11 on the season. They will go 500 out of their last 10 on 5-5. The winning pitcher for the Cavs will go to Zach Smith, who pitched 2 1/3. Excuse me. Hopefully that's the last time I do that in the middle of talking to. Zach Smith will get the win for the Cavs. He pitched 2 1/3 and commanded the mound while the team had the lead, or while the team received the lead. Tyler Legier will get the save after, I want to say, it was 2 innings of work on the mound. If I can pull up the right side, he in fact did pitch 2 complete innings. I haven't written it down yet, so I'm going to write that down as I talk. But Tyler Legier awarded the save on the night as he kept the Generals from scoring in the 2 innings he was on the mound, and the loss for the Generals will go to Steven Proko after pitching 4 2/3. Excuse me, commanded up until the 5th, but gave up those 4 runs, that ultimately called the game. Again, the Cavaliers improved to 7-11 on the season, pick up a win streak for the first time since Tuesday, and they will take that to Waynesboro tomorrow, which actually is a very funny story. The Cavaliers were supposed to play Waynesboro last Thursday, and that game got rescheduled to tonight, all to do it again tomorrow, but at Kate Collins. So both teams will verse each other tomorrow night at Kate Collins Field. First pitch is set for 7 o'clock. The Cavaliers will return home on Friday after a stint again at Kate Collins and then at VMP for the last time against the Turks this season. They'll verse the Rebels on Friday and the Royals on Saturday. Game times are set for 7:30 and will hit the airwaves at 6:58 for the Saber Metrics pregame show. Taking a look over the game, in the 5th inning, Carter Newman led off with a double and then scored. Keith Savoy Jr. walked and scored. Connor Mariniak singled and scored. And Grayson Fitzwater singled as well and scored. Reese Beeler with a sacrifice lift out into center field to help bring home Carter Newman. The scores for the Waynesboro Generals: Julian Ujima getting on via an error in the 1st inning, coming around and scoring, and Sean Shelley hitting a home run in the 3rd inning. Those being the only 2 runs that the Generals were able to muster up in this evening's game. The Cavaliers again are victorious over the Waynesboro Generals and take that to Kate Collins tomorrow night. As that will be it for our post-game coverage here. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it brief to preserve my voice. And again, thank you for sticking around and dealing with my throat problems. Hopefully I can get all that figured out by Friday. And again, just thank you very much for just being patient with me tonight. The Culpeper Cavaliers are victorious over the Waynesboro Generals. Again, the next game is on Friday night versus the New Market Rebels. Game time is set for 7:30 with the airwaves at 6:58 for the Saber Metrics pregame show. The Culpeper Cavaliers like to thank our 2023 sponsors: All Install, Battlefield Auto, the Battlefield Area FCA, Bragg's Corner Properties, Cedar Mountain Stone, Cherry Street Building Supply, Wade Schicks Chrysler of Culpeper, City Light Baptist Church, CM Contracting and Consulting, Culpeper Battlefield Tours, Culpeper Rotary Club, the Culpeper Wood Preservers, Design Options Incorporated, Integrity Automotive, Jefferson Home Builders, Mountain Run Winery, the Path Foundation, Path Recreation and Fitness Center, Peak Roofing, the Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, Sean Smokehouse Barbecue, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated, the Supply Room, Gretchen Franti at Thrivent, and Express Copy and Graphics. Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball is presented to you on the air by YouTube, the affiliate of the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. This live stream is copyrighted by the Culpeper Cavaliers, Culpeper Community Baseball Incorporated, the Valley Baseball League, and our affiliates on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. The use of any copyrighted material in all forms of media without the express written consent of the aforementioned organizations is strictly prohibited. You can find game and player stats from tonight's game and all games in the 2023 season by visiting the Valley Baseball League's website at valleyleaguebaseball.com. You can follow the Cavaliers all season long at CULP Cavaliers on your favorite social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Once again, CULP Cavaliers on your favorite social media platforms to never miss an update from the Culpeper Cavaliers. Once again, your final score from tonight's game: the Culpeper Cavaliers are victorious over the visiting Waynesboro Generals 4-2 here from Culpeper County High School, and they will take that steam to Kate Collins for the game tomorrow night. From Culpeper County High School, alongside my press box pal, since I screwed that up, this is Cameron Whalen saying so long until Friday.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there, up, down, 'cause all I do is win, and if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em stay there.
You've been listening to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.